Hello, folks. Good evening, and welcome back to another Friday. More Pathfinder. It's been a while. Last week I was too ill. Hey, Shosho. How you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, you weren't here on Wednesday. I wanted to ask you a question on Wednesday before we get into Pathfinder. Were you, as you know, we're using the mod in V-Rising that lets you speed up the hunt timers. No worries. You're not obliged to be there. I just had a question I needed answering. So we're using the mod that speeds up, that lets like timers happen when they're offline, but it doesn't seem to be affecting any of the hunts happening in the other castles. Like it only fast forwarded the servants who are in the main castle. We have servants in other castles that their hunt timers haven't been increased. Is that like, do you know anything about that? Oh. Haven't looked at that one. Yeah, I was wondering if I'd missed something if I'd missed something in the configs or something. Because we have we split up a bunch of castles now to make A, teleportation easier, and B, so we can have stuff around. I think we're getting close to the end of V-Rising as well. I thought I have a doctor appointment today. Oh no! Hope it goes well. Hope everything goes okay. Thank you for all the advice as well, all the health advice. It wasn't anything I didn't know before, but thank you for taking the time to put it out anyway. And I did use a lot of it. I was using paracetamol, which is acetaminophen, and also ibuprofen. A lot of ibuprofen, specifically because of its antipyretic qualities. Thankfully, I've been okay for most of the week now. Monday was a little bit rough, but I still did the stream. But by this point, I am mostly okay at this point. I'm not saying 100% because I'm still kind of tired. That might just be getting back into the swing of things after recovering from the flu. Oh, excuse me. Right, anyway. So last time we dealt with the horrible consequences. My current main job over here is medical caregiver for disabled people. Fair enough. No worries. It's an important job, so, you know. I'm sure a lot of people are very thankful for your job. For you in your position. Right, so like last time we finished up. Unfortunately, I have to go over here. No worries, buddy. No worries at all. Have a good appointment. Hopefully everything goes okay. I'll be here for another few hours, and I'll be back tomorrow as well. Right. Anyway, so we have to bring Dayrin out, and we also we have to finish the stuff for Nenio. We also have one more puzzle that needs solving, but we need to get the pieces of that puzzle need to get picked up. Other than that, it's just a bunch of other stuff. I mean, you've pretty much finished everything else here. We're just waiting for time to pass to finish the logistics stuff.
The world is full of
looks like we need a rest. Are you gonna dump some stuff off here? Oh yeah, I totally forgot we got a bunch of stuff off Camellia, of course.
With grace.
Let's dump off that. Some interesting things here, but nothing that is ludicrously overpowered. It's 4. That's fine. That is Skin of the Cloak. That's fine. That is a resistance +3, but also persuasion checks, which is helpful for you. That's resistance +2. There you go. Again, I don't think we're ever going to need to see you again. I think you've done all the questing that needs to be done. Lan. Again, no one gives a crap about you, Lan. You're never going to see the light of day. Ever again, really. So we'll just put in some stuff in there. We'll put in... Radiance is still +2. I wonder if I missed something with Radiance. I get the feeling I might have missed something there. Champion that can stay in. Mental Perfection. Mental Perfection. Does anyone want Mental Perfection? It's basically who wants to make use of everything they can make use of. Intelligent, because that's what? That is mental form. You need charisma, so you can take that. There you go. Get a bunch of more charisma check as well. That can get sold. That can probably get sold. No one needs... You already got that, and you're the one who really wants it. You got Zorus' Beauty. You've got Headband of the Subjugator, which is actually surprisingly really, really useful. You've already had Mental Perfection. Bitter End. Whenever you kill something, you get +2 attack rolls for 3 rounds, and it stacks with itself. You've got the +4 bonus to initiative. Yeah, so I think this doesn't get sold. We'll keep the Voracious Spirits, we'll keep the Hammer inside. Like, we don't need to sell anything at the moment because we've got 2.3 million and there's not much to spend it on right now anyway. We need to scroll Dominate Monster, and you're currently doing Blazing Parfaits. So do I just get land to super high levels just to make sure that someone can cook? I guess technically I have Darren cook. Darren's actually technically better here. Right, let's have a rest then. Let's have a quick rest. Why can't you earn? Why do you need to earn so much gold? Can't you just take what you want by force? That's not how things are done on the surface. We don't kill a tavern keeper if you want a drink. We kill some scoundrel, get paid a nice sum for it, and then we make friendly conversation with the tavern keeper about the weather while sipping our pint of stout. Cool. Dun 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 dun. You quickly just pop that. Right. We got everything we need. I'm assuming there's nothing we need to do over here. I assume there's nothing we need over here. We have to go to the we have to go to the court, sure. There's an army. Hang on, there's an army lying around? There's an army hanging around somewhere. Enemy army moving up here. Where are... That army is... moving. So you're gonna go meet up with this bunch here. Hang on. Shy Boys. Here's to go, basically have to go there and deal with that bunch. I'm gonna pick them up. More Balania Zata. You're gonna meet with Protectors. Okay, so you're gonna go over there. Cross over Plura's Fall. It'll take you 3 days to do that, it's fine. This army is the old Setsuna's... Oh, this is Setsuna's boys. So the army is going to head over, it's heading this way, so we'll move towards there. It'll take a day, that's fine. Okay, other than that, Face Sealer's Mask for a turn. Campaign against the dragons ongoing, Preachers is ongoing. Logistics reform, that's gonna just... You know what, we're gonna wait a day, because there's gonna be the things gonna happen anyway, so skip a day. Everything's ready for augmentation. Okay, so we're gonna augment the mask. Two visitors have arrived in Dresden. They are requesting permission to conduct rituals over the remains of the Face Stealer's Mask. One of these spellcasters wishes to save the spirit of the fallen madman, while the other seeks to make him experience true torture. The community says to support. So we cleanse the spirit, we get Pristine Mind, a belt of physical perfection +4, automatically confirm critical hits, or Face Stealer's victims, belts of physical perfection +4. Whenever you kill a full health enemy in a single hit, all enemies in the 30-foot radius become staggered for a round. We'll take that. And it's not going to be given to... Well, the only person who could probably make use of it is Chandra. See if Chandra's got a better belt for it. Okay. There's another army over here. Okay. So... Hang on, so... Campaign? Protectors. You're heading over to deal with this one over here. It'll take you a couple of days to get there, unfortunately, but you're gonna go over there. And Shy Boys... You can make it... You can attack... You can deal with this army over here. Let them flee. We shall fight that anyway, because we haven't fought in a while. It's been 2 weeks. Doesn't want to fight anymore. Our armies are just too strong at this point. Pinejai, dead. Rolani Azata. And again. Knights. Go straight into Pinejai over here. Right, you get 44 of you. Does how much damage did the marksman deal? 50,000 damage. No, 43,000 damage, basically. You're still doing 16,000 damage. Right, can you go ahead and get the hit there? Good, done. Simple, easy, but it's something. Right, back over there. You're moving up over there. You're gonna keep going over that way. It's up. You're gonna go over there. And you're sitting pretty over there. Okay, fine. Everything's over there. Done. Let's back out. Is logistics stuff done? Are we done on logistics? Have we chilled out on logistics? No, not yet. Okay. Still waiting for time to pass.
It's my time to shine.
Okay, so we have to head to the... We're heading to the court, see what the court wants, then we'll take a journey, probably with Darren. We'll take a journey with Darren to see what... We'll finish Darren's quest.
No time for idling.
Right. Let's go see what's happening in the court. We will take Darren with us. Right, so you and you, just quick swap there. And go deal with your stuff. Where we fight the entity within Darren. Okay, what do you want? What do we have here? Aranka looks disheveled. Her hands are covered with ink and there is wood shavings in her hair. Chandra! Hey! Didn't I tell you to warn me if she showed up? Who's supposed to be on watch? Ah, well, doesn't matter. The surprise is already ruined. As you can see, we're preparing a celebration. For you, for the Free Crusaders, and for anyone else who wants to come. There's such thing as a bad celebration? I think so too. There are too many frightful things around. We need to remind everyone of what we live and fight for. But since you're here, I might as well ask, which do you prefer, fireworks or cozy gatherings? I know most people enjoy both, but we're faced with a dilemma. The Havoc Dragons want to treat you to the most incredible fireworks show you've ever seen. Unfortunately, Veranalia Azatas dislike noise and explosions, and frankly, they're not very fond of Havoc Dragons either. Not at all, they love Havoc Dragons, but they are careful to express admiration from a safe distance. Veranalia Azatas have rather different tastes. They enjoy calm, harmonious occasions like celebrating the change of seasons. They can make a stony wasteland bloom in a single night, and festival tables will creak under the weight of the magical fruits that grow. As for Havoc Dragons, they like their parties so noisy and wild that even demons will flee to the safety of the abyss, weeping in fear. How did you get the idea for the celebration? We love you, and we love this crusade. You and your soldiers and our fighters have performed so many heroic deeds that I say we deserve a celebration. Tell me more about Veranalia Azatas and Havoc Dragons. Veranalia Azatas sometimes grace harvest festivals with their presence. They are fair maidens of towering height, and their bodies are woven from flowering vines. They control the weather and the plant growth cycle. They even use the ashes of fallen enemies as fertilizer to bring forth new life. They are powerful allies who value life and strive for change and renewal in all things. Wild feasts and revels may draw Ivu's cousins, the Havoc Dragons. Noise and din always attract them. They also come from Elysium, and they enjoy boisterous fun and good cheer. They sometimes get so carried away they forget not to cause accidental harm, but such is the nature of some inhabitants of Elysium. Aranka, are you still angry about that dress? But those cute little green and yellow paint splotches really bring out the color of your eyes. I wouldn't call that accidental harm. I really wish someone would push me into the barrel of paint too. Maybe they could do it more than once. So what are the choices here? We either get the recruitment of Veranalia Azatas with a feast. Gets one Veranalia Azata every 5 days. Christ, for a lot of magic power. They have 800 hit points. They are a large flying spellcasting Grand Tier mythic unit. You can restore health. Power D6. They've got 132 power. Okay, so their power is already quite high. Well, you're getting them one at a time. They can entangle at range. They can dispel effects. They thunder tread. The alternative is Playday of the Havoc Dragons, Recruitment of Havoc Dragons. Chaotic spellcasters unpredictably cast enchantments on friends and foes alike. So a big dragon. Not large though. Spellcasting Flight Grand Tier Mythic unit. Unpredictable magic. Applies a random spell to the target unit which will be beneficial for an allied or negative for an enemy unit. Okay. Flying, Power of Confusion. Units attacks confuse the target for 1 round. Confusion in this course is they just do random things. Normal action, skip a turn, deal damage to self or attack physically. Yeah, okay. Oh, and what's the last thing they do? Delirium Breath. Cone of sound that deals damage and applies random spells to all units. I like the idea of Vernalia Zatas. We have a Havoc Dragon already. I just like the idea of Vernalia Zatas. We haven't seen them before. Let the celebration be solemn and calm. That's not a Chandra thing, though. That's not a Chandra thing at all. Let's have a wild party. Hooray! My cousins will join us. Quick, I need to make a list of things to boast about. Great. We'll sit by the blazing fire, tell jokes, drink strong mead, and laugh until we drop. And then we'll dance and do crazy things and play slightly dangerous games. The next day we'll wake with the mother of all hangovers, but we'll be happier than ever. You know, Chandra, I'm glad we can express our thanks for everything you do. The first toast will be in your honor. Okay, nothing shockingly difficult here, just getting that done. Okay, now let's get the hell out of here. Magical transmuting soil. That's still there, is it? Yep, it is. Right, area exit. Ooh, there's new recruitment happening. Okay. Honestly, this stuff can... You know what? We are going to just dismiss everything here, because frankly, they're not what we need. Dismiss all this bunch. Okay, so we'll hire up the Dragon Slayers for 95,000. It's like that we can't even get everything there. 12. That's what 750. It's 7,500. Waiting a day would do the trick. Waiting a day would do a trick. And you're already a level 10 army. So I'll split you up real fast. So take those, take those, take those. Start heading down to Lands of Yathwatch. No, not you. Sorry, not you. I wanted the other ones. Yeah, this is the bunch that needs to go, not the other one. You split you two up as well. And you head back to Dresden. You keep going that way. Okay, good. You can head back to Towerlands of Yathwatch as well, because you're going to have to meet up there eventually. Right, now everything's moved and needs to move, so back to us. Now we're heading down to... Where are we heading down to? We're heading down to Trap for the Other. Closest teleport to that as a group... Oh my god, we can... Really? Okay. In that case, hang on a second. I've got... Next day we'll do it. We'll split up and add a bunch more Dragon Slayers as well. Events, decrees. Okay. I need to see if that thing's going to have triggers. Not. Okay, fine. In which case, so... Party is going to teleport to Lands of Yathwatch. From there, we will go to Trap for the Other. It's also going to take a day and 12 hours, but it's something we can make use of at least. We've spotted random enemies. Let's fight them out. No ill.
Friendship lasts forever.
Okay. Get the pre-buffing done.
So exciting.
People move up.
Do not fear. Do not wait.
Gibberleth, Grundabasus, and Alfeshne.
Away, you rascal.
Oh, really? Boo. Hi, Boo. I mean, frankly, just... There you go. Yomine, stop that. Dayrun, no, you're good. Gwendu. Bismuth, right, where are the... One over there.
Time is over.
Don't know where the other one is, we'll find out. We'll find the other one. Ivo? There you are. Yomine. Right. You. What can you even cast? Because so many things you can cast that you don't even need to use at this point. Energy drain. Death clutch, go on. Might as well. Insta kill, nice. Right, okay, let's move on.
With grace.
Bit of an insta kill there. Death clutch. Grasp Hato. Right. Let's keep going. Looks like I have to have rest. Darren's immune to fatigue. Right, we'll rest here anyway. Crusade check here. So the army, we can do Plating of the Habit Dragons, which is 300 there. And Call the Azatas, which is Brolani Azatas. We've still got to do Campaign Against the Dragon, which is going to give us a Silver Dragon, which is way bigger. Cool. No, don't cancel the decree, what? No. And the Preachers is fine. Although the campaign is the Preachers that we need to get our hands on here. Right, okay. And let's quickly do our military stuff first. You're heading back up to the lands of Yathwatch. Victor's Protectors, go over there, deal with that, please. Okay, quickly swap over. You two. Make your move. You are going to basically be super buffed. No, what do you... What the Jiminy Cricket? Stop! Thank you. There you go. You got 50 Dragon Slayers there, so let's get you move there, absorb them. Over 1,000 marksmen now. Can you even reach that far? No, you're done. Okay, you are done as well. Head back to Gloomy Gorge. You head to Gloomy Gorge as well. There you go. Grab those Azata there. Done. Okay, good. That's fine. You head back to Dresden. Right. Let's have a quick rest. Predictive rituals. We'll leave you there, but you're not very good at it. That's Social's job. What you could do is you could have that be there. You can support that, and you'll basically cook for us right now. Okay, we have enough there. We'll have acorn pie happening. Good. Quick rest. What do you think would happen, Nenio, if you tied two babas together by the tail and suspended them above a hole filled with acid? I've already conducted that experiment, SMR boy. Demons are quite resistant to acid, and their tails are quite difficult to knot securely. Okay, sorted. Right, that's that done. Trap for the other. Let's do Darren's quest. See what happens with Darren. See if you can solve Darren's problem. In the meantime,
Adventures are exciting.
Pre-buff, everybody. Ember,
Trust in yourself.
there.
We will win
Sela.
this war.
On you. Right. Let us try and see what happens. Quick save as well. Actually, I think we're going to go straight into fight, so we're going to go full import massive buffs. We're going to mass buff everything, actually, just in case it's a big fight.
Don't.
The WotR plays his role perfectly. He stands before the improvised place of execution, formidable and emotionless, like the living embodiment of an inescapable retribution. Commander, I am glad to see that you held up your end of the deal. The Mendev Inquisition thanks you. We will take custody of the criminal now. It's hard to read anything on Darren's face. My, what a curious installation. Count Arenday, the Mendev Inquisition finds you guilty of treason, criminal links to demonic cults, orchestrating the murders of several of this county's citizens who were killed and decapitated by you or your accomplices in Canabris and a range of other places. I, WotR Hawkblade, Inquisitor and Exterminator of the demonic blight by the grace of the Inheritor, have been authorized to carry out the sentence, death by fire. With the permission of the Commander, we will begin. Darren darts a glance at you, seemingly lost for words. Wow. I mean, number 2 hits hardest there, I think, just because it's tell the truth. I never really cared about you. That's unfortunate. We'll go for the bluff then, because that's not. I never really cared about you. I'll hand you over to the Inquisition without a second thought. The fact you can tell the truth in that, and you can make that the truth, because the only difference between this being a truth and a lie is intention. So what you're picking here is the intention, not the actual what you're saying. You're saying what you're picking. But it's basically like, do you mean what you say or not? I'll go for this one. The Inquisitor, who seems to be listening to something only he can sense, gives you a subtle nod. It appears everything is going as planned. The rest of your companions exchange somewhat bewildered glances, but keep watching without a word, understanding that something unusual is about to happen. Darren seems shaken by your words. He looks away for a moment and asks with feigned glee, "Burning at the stake, A trifle old-fashioned. I thought you'd offer something a little bit more sophisticated for your global clientele. But what interests me most is what your role is in all this, Chandra Nalar." Having promised sobriety thinks too highly of himself, I have been watching you and dreaming of making you die a lonely, humiliating death. I gave the Inquisition free rein in this matter. You have been under suspicion since day one, and I knew without a doubt that I would hand you over to them if needed. My role? I was the one who reached out to the Inquisition and asked them to investigate you. Like a fool, you followed me, yet all the while knew I would throw you to the Church's slavering hounds. Yoda's face expresses undisguised approval. He shifts his stance, readying himself to fight. Anger flares up in Darren's eyes, but he immediately hides it behind a mask of indifference. Such a highly commendable act by such a truly decent person. Wouldn't you agree, Commander? WotR stands motionless like a statue. He stares at you expectantly, as if asking your permission to continue. You've mocked and hurt others your entire life, and it is your turn. Take your place at the stake and endure the agonizing death you deserve. In this world, it's every man for himself, and you're not my friend and not my ally. You're just a bargaining chip. Now start praying. That is, if you have anyone to pray to, it's time. You are not my friend or my ally. You're just a bargaining chip. I'll have forgotten you entirely by the time the first of your blackened ashes are carried off by the winds of the world wound. The Ultra gives a barely perceptible nod. A circle of runes starts to glow faintly at his feet. I see no point in going along with this drama any longer. Darren's voice drips with venom, the most contemptuous smile imaginable flashing his lips. I have no desire to endanger you and your friend, Commander. Feel free to do what you have planned, and I hope that your attempt to rid the world of Darren Arrendale will not lead to any unforeseen incidents. With a blank face, the Inquisitor raises his torch. Let justice be served. There's a palpable shift in the surroundings. Everything seems to tremble, like in the moment before a thunderstorm. There are no bolts of lightning or rolls of thunder, but the sensation of some malicious presence, enraged and bewildered, rings through the air. We did it, Commander. It's coming. Right into our trap. A scream of a dozen voices, soundless but powerful, drills into your ears and resounds over the land. The ritual circle drawn by the Inquisitor flares. Excuse me. Need a quick drink there. Flares to life. Wow. Excuse me.
Now tear your throat out. Don't.
Defeat the other. We have here the other chaotic evil undead. You're undead, okay, 740 hit points. AC is still quite low, but I don't think it's technically you're flat-footed. The second you're no longer flat-footed, that's going to climb by a load. You're immune to mind affecting, that's fair enough. You're immune to bunch of lots of stuff. Immune to critical hits, immune to damage from magnetisms. Spells with a target. Uh-oh. Hang on, let's find out how this works out for you, buddy. We're going to quick step back there and immediately go wham.
Offend me.
Okay, no, you are vulnerable to that. We're going to hit you with Mark of Justice. You're immune to Mark of Justice? Really? Really? Okay.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You actually do more damage by missing. Oh, you're a swarm. Okay. Ivu, please. Wendu, let's do your quarrying. You're immune to quarry, so that's fine. Let's see if we can get all these axes out. Oh, one of the things, something here is hitting. Exposure and ability trigger. What was the first trigger, though? What dealt that much more damage? Oh, the leading strike triggers. The divine damage of leading strike. Those work. Okay, nah. I mean, you're immune to everything I do. I don't think I can actually hurt you. No. And then you can do nothing here. Hold person. Thankfully, the death ward means we're immune to all that stuff anyway. Hellfire ray. Oh, good.
Now you don't.
Big hit there. A sudden sound falls over the battlefield. It is accompanied by the sensation of sinking into deep water, slowly and inevitably. The surface grows further and further away. The darkness grows deeper and deeper around you, and below is nothing but bottomless black. Voices sound inside your head. No, not voices. Images. Ideas. Deal. The blackness seems to extend its hand, a vague extremity, an open palm.
Deal. Let go. Let go of us.
An agonizing yearning for freedom throws through you, piercing your entire self. It comes from without, but you feel it as your own.
Reward. You get reward. Power. Away. We will go. Away. The old door is closing. We will step back.
A picture of Darren's severed head, dripping with blood, appears before your eyes, looking eerily real. What are you? A stream of feelings and images crashes upon your mind. They cannot be described in any language you know. You can only sense the general shape of them, the direction, the aftertaste. Space, void, Death, infinity, journey, escape, hunger. Over and over, hunger. What do you want?
Secret. Keep the secret. Door. Close the door.
A desperate desire to break free from the trap and escape lances through your mind and heart. I refuse. You will die, creature. The feeling of sinking into the depths is replaced by the sensation of a whirlpool roiling around you.
Death. Freedom. Freedom. Death.
You'll make a fine trophy.
We restarted the same fight? We restarted the same okay, fine. Are you still immune? Yep.
Did I mess up again?
No glory without risk.
Move up. And then use your abilities up. That was basically the leading strike triggering that. You're gonna get your blast.
Stand down.
Nenio, there's literally nothing you can do here. Actually, is that entirely true? Did I specifically pick things I could do here? You got Dominate, Hold Mass Monster, that's fine. I think Hold Mass Monster was the only thing I specifically picked up. So for you to be able to do, technically. Mass Hold Monster, see if it works.
Nice try. Didn't work though.
No, it's undead, isn't it? Never mind. Yeah, you can't do anything here. Wendu? Again, I think he's immune to quarry, but start lobbing it.
For me.
Bane weapon. Okay. Go for level 9 Hellfire Ray using the Grandmaster's Rod. So it's empowered, maximized Hellfire Ray. Does a lot of damage for you. Right. So your turn. Hold person. Cloud kill. A lot of people are immune to cloud kill, didn't work out. Yomine.
Take you.
Multiple hits happening there because Iomine is basically proccing every single time. Iomine procced every single effect of leading damage there, which works really, really well. There you go.
Don't.
Good. Interesting fight. Let's go talk to... Quick save here, and talk to Daeron. Daeron wraps his arms around himself for a moment, clutching at his soldiers. With a slightly crazed look in his eyes, he surveys the area, his gaze never resting on anything in particular. His lips move, but no sound comes out. At last, the Count says, "It's over." I hope it is. The commander and I spared no effort to home in on this entity, and then to lure it into the trap. I assume now you understand the real reason behind everything we put you through, Count. I am especially proud of my overly ruthless Inquisitor speech. I like you, Sir Not-So-Ruthless Inquisitor. 'Tis a real shame I shall have to kill you. Daeron, what are you talking about? Well, Daeron is speaking in a strange manner, apparently marveling at the sound of his own voice, tasting each word on his tongue. Either that, or the Inquisition will grip me by the throat and finally execute me, unless they decide to lock me up in some closed facility for clerics and mages that would look suspiciously like a prison. The Uther remains calm, despite the heavy toll of combat and threat to his life. Count, you are without a doubt guilty of being in contact with a vile entity from the beyond, and of concealing signs of its presence in Mendev and the Crusade. That makes you an accomplice to all the crimes committed by this other, whatever it is. Of course, Mendevian justice in all its glory. It is my duty to pass your case to the Inquisition Tribunal, but I am certain that the judges will take into consideration your youth and the extreme circumstances under which you first encountered the entity. They will treat you with leniency. I seriously doubt that the death sentence will even be raised as a possibility, but... Count, can you still use your abilities as an oracle? What does that have to do with... You can. I'm positive of it. I know how abilities like yours work. Unlike clerics, you do not gain your power by choice. You do not choose your destiny, you are simply chosen. The other, whatever it was, chose you. You became its gateway and thus acquired your power. Now it is dead, but this power still remains with you. This means that the gateway wasn't sealed with the death of its creator. Hence you, Count, are in an open road into the unknown, where these horrible headhunting entities come from. You remain a threat, and this means there's a high probability that the Tribune will send you to a closed asylum. where you'll remain under the church's supervision for the rest of your life. Do I get to say in this? Your achievements are great, Commander. Perhaps the Mendev's Inquisition Tribunal will listen to your arguments, but I can't promise anything. Darren, do you have anything to say about the gateway and all the other things WotR is talking about? Darren licks his lips nervously. Of all those assembled here, I may know the least about these creatures and what they were trying to do to me. I was simply instructed to keep my mouth shut. Otherwise, the next severed head would be my own. So I said nothing. I've been saying nothing for 10 long years. While they used me to come and go from this world as they pleased. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know if there is some road inside me, or where it may lead. There must be another way to resolve this. Another way? I'm afraid there's no such way, Commander. Don't ask me to sacrifice my principles. I will never do that. The only thing I can say is that the Tribunal's verdict, no matter what it will most probably not be carried out as long as active hostilities continue in the Crusade. But after they are over, we will have to step in. Actually, there is another way. You can kill me right here and now. Darren chuckles, then waves his hand and rubs his eyes tiredly. I'm not joking and I'm not being overdramatic. I am not going to that damn tribunal. I'm not going to any damned asylum. This life, so-called life, they have prepared for me is everything I've ever hated with a little extra on top. I will not be able to live a life like that. I never even want to try. I would much rather prefer to take one final breath as a free man than to live decades more with a noose around my neck. Oh damn. And this is devoid of... These choices are devoid of a moral compass here. There's nothing here that's inherently evil or good, as far as the game's concerned. You have basically the Inquisitor who will not step down, and Darren who's like, I will not go to this tribunal. I'm assuming there's the quote-unquote middle ground would be the weirdest thing here. It's specifically what Darren doesn't want. Darren has never really been a key member of my party. Darren is a very part of it, and frankly, I'm not using him that much. I look forward to doing a playthrough where I do use him, but I don't use him as much right now. And I've already killed one party member, although that was not willingly, that she attacked me first. How would I do this? Let's have a think. I'll check my phone. Nope. Doesn't seem to do anything specific here with there's no alignment specific thing here either. Let's see. Well, hopefully, you know, we'll agree to the tribunal and see if he can swing it either way. Agree to hand Darren over to the Inquisition Tribunal. Fine, the tribunal it is. Huh, and you expect me to be a good little boy and come quietly, do you? You were unable or unwilling to win Darren's trust. Nah, I didn't actually do that. What are you doing? Darren looks at you without a hint of regret. Well, as the saying goes, I have just taken my destiny into my own hands. I must admit, it feels absolutely fantastic. After all those years living under the tyranny of foul creatures that use me as a door to their attic or whatever hovel they live in, I have finally made an independent decision of my own. This is the last stunt I will tolerate from you. The next time this will end badly for you. Fine, but I can't promise anything. If I've ever dreamed of anything, it was of being my own master. I shall keep following you for now, but I haven't the faintest intention of seeking out a new keeper.
Now you see me, now you don't.
It's an odd word. Freedom.
Why did you mention freedom?
Because it is the only thing that really matters. The only thing.
Well, my character as it currently goes very much in agreement with that sort of thing. I have so many questions for you about the other and more.
Let's postpone this conversation until we are back at camp or somewhere else safe. Apologies, but
You have to go then.
you know, I must thank you for ridding me of those creatures. Bad enough that I had to rid myself of another, a creature of Iomade in that case. You help me and tolerate me, and that is more care than anyone else has ever shown me. I'm not sure that you give a damn about my gratitude, but I am grateful nevertheless.
Yeah, I haven't really, I never really committed to any sort of paths. I don't think I did, like I didn't, you don't really hate me, but you're not, like, best friends either, so that was kind of,
Now
like,
you see
middle
me.
of the road.
Now you
Smile.
don't.
And
It's
now,
not ending just
you're chaotic evil. You're a chaotic evil ASMR, rather than a neutral evil ASMR. Oh well. What do you have here, then? Money? This is all money. What do you have here? You got one. So basically, what's your sword? Oh, even your sword is crap. Okay. I was expecting maybe something useful from you, but nope, nothing of that. Just a bunch of money. Right.
Bright
That's
future
you
awaits
sorted out
us.
then, I guess, Darren. That's your quest line dealt with. Yeah, we didn't really engage with you in any way, shape, or form. We could teleport back to base, couldn't we? We could teleport back to base. Well, we don't have to teleport back to base. We'll journey over there. There's a closed portal leading to a prison. We can't do anything. There's a closed portal. Okay, so I think we've done pretty much all the companion quests other than that one. That's still waiting for that to trigger there. Final Veil, we've not done. We don't have the bits for one of these puzzles. We haven't got the bits for the Legacy of the Ancients. We have to go find Godfrey. Heal with the Spirit of Nightmare is something you have to do as well. Plurus Fall, that's where the guy went. There's also, you know what? We haven't actually gone up here. Like, we've explored stuff, a bunch of stuff down here. But we haven't actually crossed Pelurus Fall and dealt with the stuff over here. You can teleport to Camp on the Fairy Fortress. So I'm gonna change. It'll take 4 days to change groups. Bloody hellfire! It's easier to teleport to Dresden. Change groups here immediately for that, and that. And then make your physical way over to... So over there, see what happens over here. Pause, stop, so... Another week has passed, bloody hell. And we're not... How much do you actually generate over time? Not a lot, because clearly... Well, you're not... Okay, how are we doing for armies at the moment? You... Join the Land of Yath Watch. There you go. 94 Dragon Slayers. Okay. Alright, you're there. Picture Protectors hang out there. See the army over there. Check the pages. Army. Defenders of Freedom. We can get more Yamazatas if we so wish. Religious Feast. Nothing else happening here is fine. Just keep moving. We spotted enemies. We haven't rested yet, have we? No, we have not actually rested yet, but we'll go in there and say hi and see what happens. Ah,
Stand against
right.
me?
And get on.
The spell's not working.
No.
That's mean. The spell's not working. That's mean.
Oh, we're fighting immediately. Okay.
Away, you rascal.
Let's see what you got here. Darachni, Vigilant, Firestorm. Kills the Darachni and the 2 Grundabasu and leaves you very close to death.
They'll beg me to stop.
There we go.
This is my time to shine.
Social, get on the boar.
Suffered enough. Now, what am I missing?
Right. You'll have to do another rest for you. Yeah. Considering that the Darren became chaotic evil, and maybe it would have been better, quote unquote, to finish him off there. Sort of enemies, it'll evade them for the time being. People are kind of, now even I'm fatigued, and most people are exhausted. So we'll go for our rest. You are going to do that. You're going to go over there. You're going to go here. Acorn pie. There's only 55% chance. Let's go lower down. Let's go. Cheese crostata. No. Camille's favorite dish. Well, she's dead, but we'll honor her memory with her favorite dish. And your spell scroll. Scroll of have a mass prison.
What, are you planning to spend your whole immortal life living as a beggar? You could win riches, power.
A small amount of riches. That would be nice. I'd give it away to my friends from the River City. They could use it to build new homes after the fire.
Resting happens. What's triggered here? Creatures triggers. Campaign against the dragon, we have a silver dragon now. Military exercise. All generals gain experience points. Events, hang on, so we have events here. We have the possessed. Scouting party got caught in a storm in the world wound. Alas, the consequences were most dire. Corrupted spirits entered the soldiers' bodies, taking complete control. What should be done with them? We can cleanse them, increase crusade morale. We can use them in battle. Again, military experience, permanent exorcism. All units gain the fearless trait. Lawful, but every unit, all units gain plus 22 to combat morale. Delivering the poor soldiers from their torment was merciful, and the rest of the soldiers, having witnessed this execution, now would rather die in a battle and become new toys of the world wound. Good. Amaris' brand. A bardiche, a sling staff, or a trident. Really? Really? A bardiche, a sling staff? Well, no one uses a sling staff, no one uses a bardiche, and no one uses a trident. Pick a trident then, but frankly, no one uses those. Right. So, army. Let's do Play Day of the Havoc Dragons. Economy, Religious Feast. That's just because we need to do... Diplomacy is going to happen again soon enough, isn't it? Yeah. If I wait like a day or so, that'll re-trigger. Right. Let's keep moving up here. Desolate Thickets. Oh, we actually have to enter the location. It's an enterable location. Enterable locations are still surprised we're coming across so many of those. Right. Pre-buffs.
Rely on me.
Get on the horse.
You're a good person.
Get on the
I
Triceratops.
like you.
My will is resolute.
Get on the boar. Right. Small map. Loads of babao. like a considerable, at least 6. And multiple demons of different kinds. Ah, I got to bloody... Yeah, I did, didn't I? Bollocks.
Your time is.
How much damage I actually do with this? 252. The damage is vastly reduced. Let's go ahead and just put a firestorm there. Sets a lot of people on fire. Move up to there. Weird. All that's left is basically that Glabrezu over there. Nope, there's more bow apparently.
Into the fray.
Ow. Wait, whoa, why is your... No, remove that entirely, thank you.
Be gone, fiend! Fall!
Right, turn. You do nothing again. Windu.
I'll rip you apart!
Hellfire Ray. Good. Right.
Is there trouble?
Actually buff. There you go. Group up.
Something over there.
Loot all the spears. Loot that stuff.
How cute!
That's a... Okay. This is going to be a city place, isn't it? This is going to be a city place. There's a statue of a ducky.
So exciting!
A statue of a chicken created in an artful and absolutely non-insulting manner.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Yes, if you found this note, I want you to know, art is pain. My name is Floggy the Sculptor, and the moment I was born, the goddess Shaylin struck me with the most horrible curse of all. She gave me a craving for art. I became a sculptor's apprentice when I was 7. By 25, I already had become a reputable and ambitious debutante. Alas, this didn't bring me any happiness. My first piece of art, a composition called The Last Aslanti Takes a Step into the Land of the Axis, caused a stir, and most reactions were shouts of indignation. For some reason, the public decided that my depiction of Aradin bore a striking resemblance to the chairman of Absalom's Grand Council, Lord Wars. They accused me of being corrupt and subjected me to a shameful beating right at the grand opening. I attributed this calamity to my youthful inexperience, and I intended to turn the tables. To further avoid accusations, I chose a topic that was pronouncedly distant from Absalom's realities. So I depicted the Tian goddess warrior, Chizuru. How could I have known that so many people from Tian-Sha live in Absalom? And why did none of them warn me that the name of the goddess actually spelt and pronounced Chizuru, or that misspelling it is a great blasphemy? How could I even suspect that one of my audience would be outraged by the excessive bellicosity of my statue, the other would be insulted by its extreme femininity, and the rest would brand me a parasite trying to make money off undisguised cultural appropriation? Feeling desperate, I turned to abstractionism. And when the time had come to give my name to my statue, I chose a random set of letters, consonants only, but caused even more trouble. That very night, a bunch of strangers, clad in hooded black robes, broke into my house and threatened me with daggers and demanded I never again try to depict their mysterious deity or mention one of its secret names. Having failed at gaining glory among the educated and sophisticated public, I fled north to Sarkoris. There, among the simple people, my talents could finally blossom. I showed them wooden sculptures, whose crude grotesqueness emanated strength and the primordial power of the earth, things they were supposed to understand. Hey, reloaded! So they beat me up for good measure and kicked me out of their settlement, right after they broke my favorite chisel and spat in my travel bag. Until this day, I have no idea what I did to offend them. By that time, I had already learned not to ask pointless questions. And the desperation of it all made me feel bitter and stubborn, but fate challenged me, so I accepted the challenge. I had found my mission. I want to create once a statue that would insult no one. After several weeks of contemplation, I decided to sculpt a chicken. Yes, a simple chicken. What could be offensive about chickens? They are yellow, and they chirp, and there's definitely nothing wrong about that. Oh, I couldn't have been more wrong. A week after my sculpture was showcased to the audience, a group of grim-looking people came and fell to their knees before it. They pronounced my statue to be an idol of the deity they worshipped, and an infernal duke. Iorazel. Turned out that there is a Duke of Hell whose unholy symbol is a chicken. More and more cultists came to see my sculpture every day. Then another kind of public arrived. Tough knights with long swords, who chopped all the admirers of my talent into pieces. After they were done with the slaughter, they started searching for the person who created the blasphemous chicken. For me. I fled, taking my unfortunate creation with me. I dragged the statue as far as I could, and I left it in the wilderness. I hope no one finds it here. Although, since you are reading this, my hope was futile. In this case, you should know. Art is pain. Beware of the people who worship chickens, and quickly beware of those who hate them. And this is the main feeling I was trying to say. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings with the statue. Floggy the sculptor. Oh, bless you, Floggy. That's just a mute. Again, this smells like a Kickstarter back. This smells like a Kickstarter backer goal. It's just a little bit of lore. Doesn't seem to be linked to anything. I'm kind of sad there wasn't at least something like extra special with a corpse there. But a little bit, just a little tidbit of lore. The sculptor who could, no matter what they did,
This is my time to
would always be
shine.
offending someone with whatever they made. But how are you, brother? How are you doing on this Friday night? Alright, let's go to Pelura's Fall, shall we? Actually do some plotty things. People need rest? People need rest, don't they? Yes, they do. Right. There you go, that's triggered. Idea of Havoc Dragons. No, don't cancel the degree. So again, do we have a... We do have a silver dragon. A singular silver dragon. Honestly, go back there and start picking dragons up. As long as if you've got anything else you want to do. Right. Rest up. We'll do Pelura's Fall.
You're always muttering away at your prayers. Why doesn't your goddess make you do something more practical in exchange for her power?
Painting could also be seen as a service to my goddess. Is that practical enough for you?
Probably not. Probably that is not the case. Right, got all that? Good. Anything trigger there? No. Pelura's Fall. Large demon forces on the move near a drained lake in the heart of the world ruins southwest of Dresden. Enter. Right. Pre-buffing. Talk to the leader of the Shrine of Pelura.
The goddess protects us.
Or
Together, we stand.
that. And
So is restless.
that.
I wonder why. The world is full of wonder.
Right, okay. Bunch of halfling warriors. Hey, halfling warriors. Funerary dagger of Hid the Twin. A funerary dagger of a Sarkarian chief in the hilt. Here's the following epitaph. I am the mighty chief Hid the Twin. My brother Head and I ruled the forest in the steppe, and we are inseparable in death as we are in life. Greetings, Commander. We have been taking out our demons. We left a couple for you. They're over there. Good luck. It's also raining blood right now.
Oh, well, that happened.
Okay, who's at the highest athletics? It's you, isn't it, Ayomine? Corpulent specters. Corpulent specters. Lovely. They are corpulent specters. Right. Blast him. That'll do. That'll definitely do. Okay. Got some loot up here.
Seems to accept their statement.
That's the Funerary Dagger of Yoan, the One-Eyed. Hello, it's a Elder Earth Elemental.
You offend me.
Just get burned. Thank you. There's more? Oh, there's one over here.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
And what you with that? Actually, how much XP have you got left? 7. There you go. That'll do. It definitely seems like it's all about finding these daggers. It looks like it's all about finding these daggers, apparently.
Call me again if you need to.
The funerary dagger over here. Of Eramor the Sky Reader.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
Move up here and start basically lobbing.
No match for me.
Good, that kills some damage there. Eruption there. That'll do. Bunch of +3 Bardishes. Reinvigorate the land. We'll do that in a bit.
To accept their statement.
More Corporal Inspectors. 4 of them. Move over here then and basically get as many as you can inside the AoE of that. Right. Okay.
Stand down.
We need a Death Ward.
The light. Take you.
We need a Death Ward.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Right, so we are in fact going to quickly just do middle buffs because we need the Death Wards.
They will break against our resolve.
Ooh, bunch of extra stuff here. Who are you? Greater Skeletal Champion Berserker. And wait, and where are we? What? Wait, what?
Away, you rascal.
Blast you. Okay, Ember. Firestorm over there. That wipes out a bunch of them. Sarkorian Whites as well. All that's left alive is the Calabac Marauder. That'll do. That's lovely. Charge the Calabac Marauder. And you're attacking. Ooh, okay, you're actually attacking. Really? That's weird, but sure.
No glory without risk.
Okay. Hang on. Alright, you go over there. Just move down. Social, move down here, please.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Calabax is going to enslave Soul and hit Ivu. Move up, and we'll cast Instrument of Freedom. Right. Are you staggered or something? Why are you staggered? Don't know, but you are staggered, so we'll go ahead and straight up do nothing there. Try to hit Ayomine, don't bother.
The inheritor, guide my
There you go.
blade.
Grab a bunch of stuff. We have here Freenui Drag of Anga the Spinstress. A lot of funerary dagger stuff around here.
Please, be careful.
A success.
Remnants of a
Your
ship
grace.
once bore a Sarkarian chieftain on their final journey.
How cute.
Okay, we are still going on exploring this place. Loot you, loot Hagward the Snake.
So exciting.
There's a border there, isn't there? This is actually a flat border. Ember, That'll do. A bunch of ravenous greater shadows, are they? Okay, right. Start blasting.
Time is over.
And do. Where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all over there. Okay, so move up to here and start lobbing.
Beg me to stop.
Move over here. And with the breath weapons, they're definitely immune to fear. Ember, move over here, cast Firestorm. Socio, can you cast Undeath to Death? Do you have like Undeath to Death? You have the mass heal. Put a mass heal, cast a mass heal. That'll hit everybody. Okay. Why so many of these daggers?
With grace?
I have to go basically go back there and reinvigorate the land as well.
Something over there.
Friendship lasts forever.
Blast you.
I'll tear your throat out.
Please, be careful.
A little quick. Still basically. Something you saw down there. Right. Uh-oh, we've got a glitch over here.
Uh-huh.
I might just reload real fast.
Come at me, I dare you.
God, so many of these bloody daggers. I don't know if looks like going into combat was necessary.
Am I doing it right?
Maybe we'll cast Instrument of Freedom. Yomine.
The light take you.
Good critical. Right, and look. You fly over here.
Be gone, fiend.
Over there and
Fall.
there you go. Ajib the Sweet. Oh god, so many of them. Holy crap, so many of these daggers. How many of these daggers have I got? Why do I need so many of them?
This is my time to shine.
Have you got all of them? No idea. Not a clue if you've got all of them. But let's reinvigorate the land at least. Maybe we could find out what all these daggers are for. I wonder if every single like mythic path has something you can do in these places. Like reinvigorate the land, turn it into a demon place, turn it into an undead hellhole if you're a lich or something. I have no idea. Right. Let's do another quick once around, make sure we haven't missed anything. You have. You missed something there. Another dagger. Orin the Bear. Why? I don't understand what all these daggers are for. Clearly something to do with over here. Trying to plura. To find out what the hell's happening. Make sure we spot things as we spot them. I think we've done everything now. Maybe. Right, fine. Let's go back to the shrine doors and see what, if anything, that indicates we have to do here. Everyone speed up. They're all here? Good. Shrine of Pelura. Going indoors.
Tolerate threats.
Some Galu warmongers, huh?
Into the fray!
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Nenio.
No match for me.
Let's blast you with Hellfire Ray.
This is my
Okay.
time to shine.
Retriever corpses. Another Galu warmonger. Okay. Sure.
You offend me.
They'll beg me to stop.
Done? Nope, not done there. Interestingly, you didn't actually use your time
Without risk.
to cast things like the Rain of Blood, which is always an annoyance.
I call upon you.
All the hold monsters miss, I think. No, Wendy's caught, isn't it? Okay, in which case we'll press the 7 button and cast a Phantasmal Killer on you. Really? Did not know you were immune to those. And move up to here. And we'll cast Enchantment of Freedom. Right, go over there.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
And you go over there as well.
Begone, fiend. Fall.
Oh, for God's sake, really? That's annoying. Hold monster, improved vital strikes. Blast him.
Stand down.
Thank you. Right. Did I kill a second Galu warmonger back there without even trying? I have no idea. Ooh, we found something. Another one with the bloody... Oh, Christ, all these bloody daggers. I've stopped caring about the names now. Lore religion check.
I'm all done here.
Oh, Sarkoris. All our tears are for you, our lost land.
So exciting.
Dead Derachnes. Dead Calavacuses. Dead Babaus. Dead Gribblus Vrolikai.
A sweet smile, a gentle voice, and kind words will help me win their hearts. And if that fails, I'll use my sharp nails instead.
Vrolikai takes 300 damage. Menu.
The light, take you.
Yeah, no, we still death warded for another 15 minutes, okay. Okay. Vrolikai gets a bunch of daggers, I think. Yep. Right. A statue of Pelura, made in the simple but expressive style of characteristic of Sarkoris.
With grace.
A young man's lifeless fingers are curled awkwardly on the hilt of his sword. Right. Open this door.
Uh-huh.
Right. Pick the lock.
Easy.
Start looking around then.
Is there trouble?
We'll put a plate of fruit and scraps near the hole in the wall, hoping to tame some small animal. Other than that, this room seems to be clear.
This is my time to shine. A simple smile goes a long way.
Nothing over here. So we can open this door as well. Everyone out. Chandra,
No
can
time
I
for
stay
idle
here and loot the stuff? Huh. A lot of dead demons, but not my work. I wonder if it was the work of my free crusaders. Or not.
Bathe in your blood.
Okay, Coloxus, Defilers, Merilith, Succubi. Right, let's all move up because we get a chance to. Stargazer, the Stranger, the Follower. Oh, okay, I think we found a place for the daggers to go. You can move up over here.
Into the fray.
You go over there. You have to move as far as you can, and none of them are undead, unfortunately. Cast Destruction. Move up. And you get to move up to here. And from here you're going to cast Firestorm, clearing the room. Right, Nenio. Weird. That kills 5 of them. That pretty much leaves you in one piece.
Away, you rascal!
Good. Let's have a look here. The starry sky is miraculously reflected in the surface of the water. The mirrored image is perfect reproduction of the real thing, allowing you to see even the smallest of details. A lot of money happening over here.
So
Okay, are we toggling these things? Can't tell. I hit 1. I was wondering if I needed the dagger for this, but the daughter, the bridge, the newlyweds, the lantern bearer, the patriarch, the wagon, the pack. No idea if it's linked to those daggers or not. We'll find out. Mutasafin. Ah, it's you again! The demon flips through the pages of an ancient tome with a bored expression. He does not seem to be at all surprised at your level. Sorry, I'm busy right now. I don't have time to chat. You'll have to find something else to do. For example, you can try and save those fools over there. A surprising familiar face appears at the demon's side. Look who's here, and we've barely started gutting those clueless stargazers. Hey, Nura. You let Nura free. Well, please let me know that if that was a mistake, you'll never live through a playthrough again. Commander, you're here. Oh, Ramian, bloody hell. Praise Desna. Stop the demon. Don't let him steal those sacred tomes. They contain all the information we've gathered about the world wound. With knowledge like that, he can... You talk too much. Bored now. Let's spice things up. Rather save those idiots or chase after me. Mutasafin makes a subtle gesture and the sanctuary erupts in flames. At the same time, a portal opens up behind him. Well, let's do the story thing. I won't let you die. So long, everyone. I'm taking all this valuable information with me. Okay, let's have a look. So let's start looking over here. Nenio. The tomes are filled with ephemerides, data about the movement of the celestial bodies. The data seems to be gathered over centuries.
I see something over there.
This needs to be picked up. Loot. Old Sarkorian book. What else is there to be looting about over here? No. Let's move up. Loot that as well. Okay, let's have a search the bookshelves. There's nothing of value left in these bookshelves. Mutasafin managed to escape with the research he stole. Okay. We would have had stuff there had Mutasafin. Yeah. Okay, let's have a quick talk to people. Stargazer. Okay, hang on, hold on. Everyone over here. Let's group up in the corner so I've got space for Chandra to move around and talk to people.
Friendship lasts forever.
Right, Ramian. A familiar Asimar gives you a courtly bow. He looks pale and tired, and his golden hair has lost its sheen, but his smile remains as bright as ever. You're here, Chandra Nalar. Incredible, and how happy I am to see you. So far from Dresden, who could have guessed? Truly Desna must have arranged it for us to meet. Ramian, what are you doing here? I had a dream. I was standing right here in this place, and the northern lights illuminated the starry sky above. Suddenly, the waterfall parted to reveal a beautiful woman. She was dressed like a priestess, but she did not speak to me. She simply pointed in the direction of the invading demons and uttered a single name, Mutasafan. I interpreted the dream as a summons, so here I am. Wouldn't it be funny if the dream actually meant something else? What if the woman wanted you to give that name to your cat? Or what if she was just saying, stay away from my waterfall, in her native language? How have things been going in Dresden during my absence? Amiens frowns. Things didn't change much after you left, at least not at first. The Queen, gods preserve her, ruled Dresden and prayed for your swift return, as did we all. But as time passed, our hopes began to fade. Nearly 6 months after your departure, the Queen finally decided to hold a memorial service for you. She was afraid that further delay would cause her to lose her tactical advantage, so she took the Sword of Valor and gave orders for the army to press forward. Of course, we could not leave the Wardstone unguarded, so the Queen left behind a detachment of soldiers to defend it. Those who wished to wait for your return, Ramian smiles, were allowed to remain in the city as well. We did not have the Queen's responsibilities, the duties and obligations of the Crown, so we chose to wait for you and defend Dresden. You put so much effort into saving the fortress, how could we just abandon it? Well, since then, things have been fairly quiet. When I left the city, the demons were still keeping their distance, but I have a feeling that will change soon. Where did the Queen go? I wish I knew. In my dreams I see her walking through the hilly wastelands. But when I look closer, I realize the wastelands aren't land at all. It's the palm of Discari's hand, and I can see his gigantic mandibles looming over the horizon. I yell, trying to warn the Queen, but it is all in vain. She's too far away, and no one can hear me. Ramian rubs his eyes tiredly. I wish I could say this it's just a dream, that it has no meaning, but... Why didn't you go with Galfrey? Because... Well, you should have been seeing those who decided to stay. Ramian's eyes light up. One brave soul after another bowed before the Queen and asked her permission to stay in Dresden and await your return. I decided to join them. I was caught up in the emotion of the moment. I just couldn't just leave and let the demons tear apart the fortress you worked so hard to save. Truth be told, I was devastated when I realized we would have to surrender the fortress. I was so close to despair, but then I realized that the goddess was teaching me an important lesson. I had allowed myself to be blinded by pride. I thought that we could defend the city without Iomede's blessing, the help of our friends. But I am a priest. The priest should be humble. I can hope for a miracle, but I should not demand one. And when I stopped grieving, the miracle happened. I was sent here. When a mortal entrusts their life to a deity, the deity flips a coin. Heads, and the mortal's faith is their salvation. Tails, and the mortal's fate is their ruin. I'm glad you got heads. You are so nice. I'm not sure that now is the best time to argue about gods. But you know what, little one? I've been listening to your teachings. When I first met you, I thought you were saying horrible things. All I heard were words of doom and despair. Yet some people found comfort in them. Your teachings seem to help them find peace. So, if your, forgive my bluntness, crazy philosophy helps you stay alive and overcome the challenges of life, then I guess that's good. I will never truly understand you, but it doesn't matter. I'm just glad that you are alive and well. I have to go. See you in Dresden. Bye! Stargazer. Let's start receiving these other named people. Iliandra. A regal Asimar woman dressed in priestess's robes bows her head. She has a proud, dignified bearing, but she looks tired. Greetings. I am Iliandra, the High Priestess of Pelura. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. Tell me about your research. What is it about? Why did Mutasafan want to steal it? That research is our life's work, the priestess answers bitterly. We have studied the world wound for 100 years. We've been searching for a way to close it, but the demon wanted our research for a different purpose. He aspires to follow in Arilu Vorlesh's footsteps. He wants to open a wound of his own. He believed that our research would help him to accomplish his goal. Although I am grateful you saved us, I am terrified by the thought of what the demon will do with our research. He will use it for his own evil purposes, and that breaks my heart. This research does sound very useful. It could lay the groundwork for some very interesting experiments. After we close the world wound, the information they've collected could help us open a few small, controlled wounds for research purposes. Not too many, around 3 dozen, including control samples. Just imagine how much data we could gather. I'd like to see your research. It could prove useful. The most valuable research was stolen by Mutasafan, but you can take what's left. Anything that remains will be in the bookshelves behind me. Sadly, our work here is at an end. Tell me about this place. This is Pelura's Fall. Once, there were real waterfalls here. You could hear the song of the water as it flowed across the stones. But when the whirlwind came, it stole it all away. But then the whirlwind came and stole it all away. The servants of the Shimmering Maiden took shelter here when Sarkoris fell. My lady hid this place from unfriendly eyes and prolonged the lives of everyone inside, so that we could dedicate ourselves to an important mission. We have been studying the world wound since the day it came into existence. So you were alive when the world wound was opened? What do you know about its creation? More than some, but not as much as I would wish. I have been to Threshold, the fortress where the outlawed spellcasters were held, and where Arilu conducted her monstrous ritual. I even saw the betrayer in the flesh, though only briefly. Arilu was rumored to be a dangerous witch. For many years she had lived in isolation, carrying out the strange experiments in deliberate obscurity, but she was noticed in the end. The best witch hunters tried to capture her, and it is said that many of them perished in the attempt. But when I saw her, she was no longer a dangerous enemy. After many, many days in a dungeon, she was nothing more than a pale shadow. I was told her spirit was already broken when she was brought to Threshold, and she gave the guards no trouble. However, I think it is safe to say now that her compliance was simply a ruse, a cunning deception. When the wound opened, it shook the world. My Lady Pelura, in her heavenly wisdom, was one of the first to realize the magnitude of the threat, and sent her priests a vision, along with an order to run and hide. But many couldn't find it within them to obey this order. How could they leave their beloved homeland, their homes, family, and friends? Many of my brothers and sisters perished, losing a hopeless fight against wave after wave of demons. I was destined for a different fate, and so was my shrine. Lady Pelura hid it from the eyes of the demons. I had a vision telling me about the work that needed to be done to avenge the fall of Sarkoris and rid the world of the world wound. That was when I learned that this difficult task would take a century to complete, and that it would require many of us to make many sacrifices. But I was willing. Tell me about Sarkoris. It was a wonderful land. Even if many thought it savage and wild, it still lives in my memory, as if nothing has changed. I can see the barges gliding across the surface of the lake. I can smell the fresh air and feel the wind on my skin as it moves through the green forests. Sarkoris was never ruled solely by one person, nor was it governed by a single faith. Clans lived in accordance with their own customs and settled important issues through lively debates and communal meetings. Matters involving the whole country were decided by a gathering of the elders, priests, druids, and chieftains. We worshipped Erastil and Pelura, the spirits of our honorable ancestors, the sanctity of nature, and a dozen different deities and magical creatures. That is what Sarkoris was, a land of freedom. However, that freedom was not extended to all. As I think you know, only the magic of druids, priests, and other divine spellcasters was considered honorable. Those who used arcane magic were treated with suspicion, which grew into hatred. It grieves me to remember this, for our hatred was returned to us in full when the witch Arilu took vengeance on those who had hurt her. Even in the most beautiful countries, hatred and anger breed more hatred and anger. Pain and sadness breed more pain and sadness. Good people summon demons, and demons come. What will happen to the sanctuary now? It breaks my heart to leave this place, but we cannot stay here. The sanctuary was protected by the secrecy of its location, but now that the demons know about the temple, it is no longer a place of refuge. I will lead the survivors somewhere safe. I cherish the hope that we will return. Someday our waterfalls will sing again. A temple is not a place, it is not a building. It is a community. As long as the servants of Pelura are alive, as long as you keep the faith, the shrine will survive. I know that you are trying to be kind, cleric, but you know nothing about our faith. You cannot possibly understand our pain. Our country has turned into a wasteland. This sanctuary is all that remains of Sarkoris. We defended it for 100 years, and now we must leave it behind. Your words provide little comfort. Cleric looks down. Forgive me, I spoke without thinking. I am sorry for your loss. Oh. Iliandra, Vigdis, Odin. Okay, I mean, there's an entire thing here that we didn't engage with. I came here first, and maybe it wasn't supposed to come here first. Maybe I was supposed to go do that. You know what? Let's go have a look around here. Let's go down here. Because clearly, I think I did the wrong direction. And this is possibly the case. A schedule listing the daily responsibilities of the stargazers and the guards. The schedule is packed so tightly. Those who adhere to it must have little time to think of anything else.
Something over there.
All these bloody daggers. What do you do with these daggers? Someone tell me what to do with these bloody daggers. I just realized, yeah, we picked up a book, didn't we? We picked up a book about the Northern Lights thing, and that's probably what relates to that puzzle. Right. There's more stuff to be grabbed here. Anyway, so you go over here. Which I'm trying to go pick stuff up over here. There's so many of these daggers. Oh my god. Ajad the Sweet-Voiced, Agna the Spinstress, Hid the Twin, Heggert the Snake, Gunella the Wild Boar, Fian the Oarmaster, Yoan the One-Eyed, Dwidri Stormraven, and Arimora the Sky Reader, Ariga the Saint, Kigvin, Golden Mare, Lily the Quick, Orin the Bear. I think some people are even still here. Like, Orin is here, right? That's Auden, sorry. Apologies. The concept of the cosmic caravan, which makes its way across the night sky throughout the year, consists of 13 constellations, comes to us from Aslant. Okay. We have the constellations here, so... The ordinary caravan signs are arranged holds most metaphorical and deep mystical meaning, light of which astrologers advise against the use of models where signs appear out of order or even in reverse order, as in some cases. The thrush, the lantern... Okay, right. Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff over there.
No challenge at all.
Bunch of stuff over there. Okay, fine.
This is my time to shine.
The patriarch, the wagon, the pack, the mother, the stargazer, the stranger, the follower, the cusp, the thrush. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and cusp, which resets everything. So, type in newest to oldest. Thrush, Lantern Bearer, Newlyweds. Thrush, Lantern Bearer, Newlyweds. Okay, this is the year. I'm assuming there's something I gotta do here as a puzzle. That maybe if I had the books, I could have done something with that. Clan flourished. The clan no longer spoken today. They're brave, hardy people. Clan flourished. What they found was the pack. The follower. The pack, the follower. And I'm gonna write down the names of these things in the correct order. Maybe so we have let's see. We have Thrush, Lantern Bearer, Newlyweds, Bridge, Daughter, Rider, Patriarch, Wagon. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the wagon. 9 is the pack. 10 is the mother. 11 is the stargazer. 12 is the stranger. 13 is the follower. Okay. So if we go to this book here. Oh, sorry, wrong book. That book there. Old Zircorian book. So this one goes follower. Sorry, the first, what they found was the pack. The pack is 9. Then the follower. The follower is 13. And the daughter is 5. Patriarch is 7. I have no idea if that's relevant to anything. This basically relates these things together, and maybe there is something here if I read the entire thing out, but the last few pages of the book have been torn out. Yeah, that's still, is that is that this quest done? Okay, Ramin is going to search for a waterfall. We found one to soften. Okay, so whatever, we'll try this way out. 9, so it's pack. Pack the follower, which is this one over here. The daughter. The patriarch. No idea. Like, not a clue. Let's light everything up. Everything's lit up. And the cusp turns everything off again.
How cute!
There's definitely something we're missing here. Like, there's definitely a puzzle or something there that... And nothing... Those daggers, not a clue with anything... Not a clue about anything to do with those daggers. Those daggers are... I've got 3.5 million daggers right now, and there's nothing to use with them. Is that everything we had? Have we done everything here? Maybe we can come back when if we find Mutasafin and get the book off him? I don't know. That just feels weird and odd and awkward. Those daggers are definitely weird. Those daggers are definitely awkward and weird. Hang on, let's see if we can find out what we have to do with them. Apparently what I should have done... Hang on, if you load... Unfortunately, that's the wrong one, isn't it? That's the one just before leaving, I think. I might have to do that entire place again. Yeah, we're gonna do the entire place again because I think it's just worthwhile to do. Okay, let's get in there. Try that again. Still with the hang on. Let's see if we can find out here. Pelura's Fall. Pelura's Fall daggers. How'd you get them? Frankie, there's a quest called the 21 Daggers. Oh, okay. Really? Well, in that case, apparently it's an angel-only quest. Apparently it's an angel-only quest. As far as I can tell. Yeah. Okay, it's part of the Angel's Mythic quest tree. In which case, never mind. Have we rested yet? You have rested, so we'll do the buffs.
Smile goes a long way.
Buff up.
A bright future.
You get on the horse.
Yes?
You get on the Triceratops.
Let me help.
You get on the boar. I'm not going to bother with those damn daggers then. I'm not gonna carry around 21 unique daggers. Oh my god, please.
Call me again if you
Make
need
a
to.
fine trophy.
I'm not carrying 21 unique daggers if I don't actually need to do so. Alright, pull them up. We'll still clear out everything here just because. Do I even bother picking them up? I don't even know.
Away, you rascal!
I'm sure it'll yell at us eventually.
Beg me to stop.
Right, anyway. That's that done.
This was simple enough.
If we find everything, it'll complain at us
So exciting!
eventually, so we'll move up a little bit at a time.
They will break against our resolve.
I'm a fool, didn't I? Yep, I am a fool. Right, fine. Let's just cast Fireball. Maivu, move over here, please, and just... That kills one of them.
Into the fray.
There you go. Done. Honestly, I think we can just go in and invigorate the land and clear everything else here. We'll go in and we'll save, and we'll do the mission stuff in there. Maybe we don't let him just stop and run away. And because we have been a nice person in the past, that bodes well for us. Chandra, blast
Your
you.
time is over.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Just go ahead and fireball you. Menio, how much you can do here? Go over there.
No glory without risk.
And go ahead and do sorts. Good.
Trust in yourself.
Bunch of damage to a bunch of stuff over there. It worked out really nicely. Look how much damage you just did there. Lovely. Okay.
The inheritor.
Move up there.
My blade.
You gonna cast another firestorm? Yes, we are. Bunch of damage. Lots of things died over there. Ivu, move up over here. Nenio, move up. And you move up here. Right, anyway, you're gonna move up here. And we're gonna cast Instrument of Freedom. You're gonna go ahead and start attacking.
Into the fray.
Who's still alive? Move over here. And cast another firestorm. Combat is finished. Good. Let's grab all the loot.
I will help where I can.
We'll grab the loot. We're gonna end up picking some of these swords, daggers up because the whites have them.
A success worthy of praise.
But we'll just pick them up as we go along. But then eventually we'll move on. Anything up here? Fine, we'll pick up the damn daggers. Just otherwise, these things are gonna get on my nerves afterwards.
My will is resolute.
Grab the loot.
I won't let you
And
hurt my
the
friends.
greater skeletal champion berserker over there. And we need to
The
get
light. Take you.
Ah, right, okay. Ivu. Good. Blast them there. Blast them down. Nenio, fine. Okay, you can go ahead and start wailing here.
Guide my blade.
Good. You get one of those daggers. Sarkarian White's up there.
You offend me.
Blast you there. Okay. Loot there, please. Loot there, please. Right.
This is my. We are the light.
Clear all this much out.
Are the darkness.
And blast you.
Stand down.
Go ahead and just Hellfire Ray you. Ivu, move up here. Actually trying to hit Ivu.
To the fray.
Good. Right, grab a bunch of these daggers over here. We cleared everything that needs clearing. I think we have.
How cute.
Right, let's go over here. On the way out, we'll pick up the rest of the daggers if we want them. We're still death warded, which is nice.
So exciting.
A couple of Galu Warmongers. Oh, just one Galu Warmonger. Ah, okay, that's where I got
Away, you
confused because it was
rascal.
immediate. And then
Surrender or else.
corpse just gets yeeted that way. Another Galu Warmonger over here.
Your time
Normal
is
turn.
over.
I think it's cast weird over there. They're immune to weird. We got the second one though. Firestorm. Kills one of them. And you can go wipe out that one. And go try. Move up.
I'll rip you apart.
Okay, and
Begone,
you can go over there and deal with that.
fall. You are beyond redemption.
Fight is not yet over. Is there another Galu? Clearly. Right. Okay. Over there. Nenio, move over here. Hey, you can come up here. You can come up here. You get hit by... You didn't, but the damn horse did.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Oh, the proneness as well. Nice. Get prone, son. And just blast.
You offend me.
Okay. You get to pick up your stuff, which is just
I will
basically
lend you my aid.
caution plus 2s.
I'm all done here.
With grace.
It's loot. Okay. Right. Now we go up here.
They will break.
There's a Vrolikai over there, which I completely forgot about. Go here, please. Then you move up here as well. Ember.
Too late for apologies.
Masshold monster. Innervation. And innervation triggered? Oh, Bismuth is like the only thing in the world here that's not actually
I call upon you.
got death warded. No one really cares, Bismuth. Right, Right, this is Pelura's thing. Let's go look around and grab everything we can here. Are there fights in this area? Potentially not.
This is my time to shine.
This is what this is. The board is filled with complaints and suggestions, some birthday greetings, and an announcement that Teriel is willing to teach the flute to anyone who wishes to learn. Okay.
How cute!
I see something over there.
Bunch of old daggers. Right. Yeah, this is the daily schedule. Open this door over here. Go inside. Unpick that lock over there.
Easy. So exciting.
Nothing else in there. Go in here. So who the hell cleared out all these? Somebody cleared out all these demons. No idea who the hell they were. Ramian, maybe. But Ramian shouldn't be that epic. Right, we'll do a quick save here then. We'll do an F5.
Do not fear. Do not.
I'm also an idiot because I can stop doing that when you get the chance, because
The inheritor, guide my blade.
good. Mind fog. Enio, move up to here. Immediately cast. Weird. That kills not everybody, but a lot of people. Move up to there and just cast Instrument of Freedom.
Begone, fiend!
No match for me.
Ivu? Ivu failed the Mind Fog, did you? Yeah, you did. You actually failed the bloody Mind Fog.
Into the fray.
And so what does that mean for you, Ivu? How long are you Mind Fogged for? No, not that long, okay. Alright, let's grab all of those. Then we all basically get together, do our big buffs.
With grace.
Well, we all moved in anyway. Right, we just up and says hello. Yep, fine. Then basically we're just gonna go. Actually, we're not gonna go. We're gonna stop. We can't let you leave with this dangerous knowledge. Stop that scumbag, Commander. I'll help the rest. Goddess, give me strength. Ramian is here. And Ramian helps us out. Oh, and dies, but Ramian helps us out.
Now I'm doing us no harm, right?
Oh, I wasn't expecting Ramian to die, but hey, means we get to deal with you. Mutasafin, hello. Again, you got some crazy like defense stuff. Let's see if we can actually swap this over for that.
Stand down.
Blast you. You dispelled Cat's Grace.
The light. Take you.
Move up a bit. You got evasion, haven't you? Haste. You crazy bombs, although Mutasafin just gone down, so it's now Nura's left. Nura? If Phantasmal Killer does the trick. Okay. What do you got here? Amulet of Epic Songs. Elves from Natural 1+2, useless. Whenever you have a bardic performance, you can do it 6 more turns per day. Fine. Oh, it's Nura stuff. No one is crap. Okay. Yeah, there is. Well, right, what do you have with yourself? And you have Scimitar +4. Fast Intelligence +2. Fast Intelligence +2. Contagious Shroud. Okay, that's the important one. Whenever the wearer of this cloak is attacked in melee, the attacker must pass a fortitude saving throw, becomes sickened and vulnerable to acid for 4 rounds. That's fine. That's just money. Right, let's go talk to talk to Knowledge over there.
Splendidly.
Search the bookshelves. Yeah, we managed to keep all those bookshelves.
Something over there.
Loot that one. Search the bookshelves. Loot the books over here. This is the old Sarkorian book. The final page is still ripped out. Okay. That is the one with the list of months. Okay, let's do this. Okay, you all go over here. Get out of the way.
Is there something?
Right. Auden. Vigdis. Needleave.
Time to shine.
Right. I'm Elander. Thank you for coming to save my shrine. You the research there. Thank you for putting into zeal schemes. We worked so hard over the past 100 years. I cannot bear if our research would end up in the wrong hands. Yep, that's fine. Tell me about this place. The world. Where was the? You were alive when the world was opened. We'll have a sanctuary now. We cannot leave this place. Okay.
Now you see me. Now you don't.
So what does actually change for us then? We killed Mutasafen. Okay, what does that change for us? What are we getting for the fact that the Ramian died? What does that actually give us?
How cute!
That book hasn't changed the same. We got some gear, but the gear isn't worth doing it for. This is odd. This is very, very odd. Oh, weird. Like there is a puzzle here, like out here, that there's an answer to, but I have no idea how to get, like, how would you get the answer to this puzzle? Old Sarkorian book. Is it something to do with this book? The way the guide has it, basically you solve this before you go deal with that, just because you can probably input this no matter what. So hang on. So newlyweds, the daughter, the writer, the patriarch. Oh, hang on, I accidentally clicked on something there. Okay, so newlyweds, the daughter, the rider, the patriarch, the pack, and the follower. And I have no idea how you're supposed to discover that. To be fair, we had patriarch, pack, follower, and daughter were all here. Could we have found the words newlyweds This patriarch pack, daughter plan. Did I miss the word like riders? Because I missed riders and newlyweds. Had I read this a little bit closer, would that have given me what I needed? The pack. Max hunger. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know, I don't like it.
So exciting! Friendship lasts forever.
Loot. We have here Stargazer's Aged Journal. And then you get some loot here.
Easy.
Which is why we're here in the first place. The Ring of the Guiding Star. +4 to initiative. Whenever you hit an undamaged enemy, it grants all companions a +3 undamaged rolls for 1 round. We have here the Wand of Heal. The one that just has 3 charges of heal in it. Wand of Good Hope. Wand of Cure Magic Wounds. Summit Mask. Which is part of Nenio's quest. Bunch of rewards, a bunch of scrolls. Tome of Clear Thought, which is the intelligence upgrade.
You are my favorite egg.
You can have that then. Tome of Clear Thought. There you go. You can have that. Ooh, and is there stuff? Is there other scrolls you haven't got knowledge for? Euphoric Tranquility. Polar Ray. Shocking Grasp. Really? Wow.
Sure. Reporting for duty.
Hey, Mort. Pool, True Seeing, regular True Seeing, Waves of Exhaustion. Yeah, that was a weird one. Right, whatever. I don't know what we got out of this, though. Like, I don't know what we got out of this by fighting and letting Ramian die. There's a whole bunch of stuff like, can we use the knowledge? Like, well, yes, but...
I'm always open to ideas.
We cleared the bookshelves out. Yeah, that was just a weird one. Let's discuss everyone and just leave. Did I come here too late? You definitely couldn't come to Polaris Fall beforehand. Polaris was not a location where you could come beforehand. We got everything here. Okay, we'll leave here. Oh, does anyone actually want the Ring of Guiding Star? Good point. Protection +5, deflection bonus, which isn't really. I mean, Holy Aura gives you a 4. Ring of Summoning gives everyone else a bonus to attack damage rolls and weapon saving throws, which is not bad. You already have a plus. You already have a bonus to initiative. Ring of Deadly Swing. It's a good thing, but we don't. It's a good ring, but we haven't got enough for it. Right, let's get out of here. Too many rings, many favorites. I know. I'll hide your Toasty. There's like, there used to be, I can't remember which one it was. There used to be a game that lets you have pretty much 1 ring per finger. And then I think then there was another game that basically said, yeah, you can't do that because magic rings are, I think it was 4th edition basically went, magic rings are quite powerful, magic items are almost sentient, they don't like sharing. So you can only have 1 magic ring per finger or per hand. as a way of like justifying, like, why can you, like, you got 5 fingers, why can you use like 1 ring per hand? It's like, well, because they're very powerful magic items and they don't tend to work well if you put too close together. Which is a silly reason, but still. Right, we're at Explorer's Fall. Let's carry on and keep exploring over there. Place of execution. Are we exhausted? If we are, we will...
Adventures
Are
are
we?
exciting.
Some people tired? No. Can we rebuff? We've rebuffed a bunch. What did we skip? We skipped Veil of Heaven and Delay Communal. We failed a couple of buffs. Yeah, that's fine. And then you failed the Death Wards. Okay, fine. Let's have you cast. What is it? Let's have you cast. Where is it? Where's the crazy spells you can cast? Cast Joy of Life. Good. Now we can basically rebuff the Death Wards and stuff like that. Good.
So exciting.
Hello, Baylor Marauder.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Blast.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
You are dust beneath my feet. Weird over there. Oh, to
They'll beg me to stop.
move over here. See if there's anything over here. Hi.
The inheritor.
Damage to you. Bismuth will do Firestorm. We summon some rocks down. Okay. Warrior of Warface.
Fall!
Right. Let's make sure you
Away, you rascal.
die as much as possible. Life Bane, Profane Him, Abyssal Storm. Some damage happened. Shouldn't be too bad though. Weird on here. Have you seen your guts, Golarian Beast? I'll show them to you. Will you? Oh, lovely. Undo.
This kill is for you.
Oh, that's a lot of HP you have there, Rock Assassin. I'll make you eat your own heart. And move up here. And you go down.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
2, 3. Really? Right.
Your time is over.
And you die. Good. Right, so we got stuff here. Everyone group together real fast. We can cast Bless.
Is there trouble?
This Bless clears spores. Pillar Marauder, you have Unholy Longsword +1. Some food. Some food.
With grace.
Ooh, that's good. That's not. Ooh, okay. Is that what I want it to be? Yes. Okay, we found the last set of puzzle pieces. We can finish that quest line. Anything else to be picked up here? We actually didn't loot them. Okay, there's some stuff to be looted there. Ooh! Shadow Clover, Mandragora Root, Mystical Acorn. Okay, that's good stuff. We want that stuff. What's this? This is a Sturdy Snoot. Plus 12 competence bonus on mobility athletics checks. If this animal is worn by an animal companion, also grants a don't. Ooh, okay, hang on. Ooh, hold on. What are you wearing in your head? Ivu. Not Ivu, Yomini. You currently got the Helmet of Camaraderie, which gives you a +3 bonus to AC for each ally in a 10-foot radius. If you have the Sturdy Snoot, you get a huge bonus to your athletics and mobility scores, which means you'll never fail them again. I like how the death animation started before that spell hit and just exploded mid-animation. Yep. Okay, got all that stuff. Good. Cleared everything out here. Right, we got everything we needed. In theory, that was meant to be a hard fight, but nothing. We don't really have hard fights anymore. We hit level 20 and everything's kind of a bit of a walk in the park. That's not always the case. It's basically like, yeah, that's still a closed portal. Where's the actual open end to this? Where's the open electrical prison? There's some electrical prisons over there. Okay, that's the entrance to the electrical prison. Okay, let's finish clearing up over here then. There's a city in the wasteland. People are overloaded. We'll go for a rest real fast. But first we'll do this. Famous words, and we shall never fail them again. I know. We got a Havoc Dragon. Yay, Havoc Dragon. Other two. Northern Lights. Oh, okay, right. Stargaze is at Pelura. The commander will one day get a powerful weapon that could one day affect the outcome of the entire war. The Stargaze at Pelura's shrine have shared their knowledge of the commander. For many years, they've been creating an artifact that could weaken the connection between the threshold and the abyss by shining Pelura's northern lights down upon the fortress. The project requires a little more, requires 20 days to solve. And then there's also records of Pelura's Stargazers. I think this is the stuff we would have gotten. I think that's the stuff we would have gotten with Mujasaf. That's the stuff that Mujasafan got. So we got a bunch of stuff that 5 days before that triggers. All we have at the moment is basically free leadership. Military exercises to give glory to heroes, which is just much morale. Military exercises give into experience points. All the Azatas to get some more Brolani Azata. Yeah, go on. Let's call the Azata. All the Azata. We're currently gaining 121 a day. It's fine. The campaign itself. Hello, Massive Dragon. Hello, Havoc Dragon. So join with... Hang on, where are you? Crazy army. It has a Havoc Dragon in it, has a Silver Dragon in it, and has some Calavacuses in it. And is already is level 6 by itself. Shy Boys are fine over there. We haven't actually got anyone attacking us at the moment, so we're okay. Right. Rest up first. We managed to pick up Concentrated Rage. So no, we picked up... What did we pick? Yeah, we picked up Shadow Clover. So you could do Lucky Hand Sandwich. Just a crazy spell. That's a crazy thing. That's a fantastically overpowered meal. What was the other stuff I managed to pick up? Hang on, if I can handle that. You got what you got. You got Magical Acorn, Mandragora Root. The Shadow Clover was the biggest, and also has the Crystallized Demonic Rage. Okay, which is used for Crystallized Demonic Rage is used for things like Monster Casserole. No, Demon Slayer Soup, which is huge bonus attack and damage rolls for a day. Attacks, damage rolls, great skill checks, and saving throws. It is strong. But it's going to be quick and simple and easy. Let's do some spicy pastry. Scrolls. We've only got 4 Bezoars left. Mind Link Communal, I'll do. for the pastry. I went for the pastry because there's nothing real. Like, this isn't anywhere big right now. If this was a plot mission, I'd maybe consider doing something more important with it, but it's not. Did I really see that with my own eyes? The goddess Iomade in all her glory? But instead of awe, I only feel bewilderment. Why is that? How can you not be scared of the gods? They're like a storm, like a hurricane. Huge, powerful, and indifferent. Yeah, we met a god, so that was nice. Right, so we did that. Now we can enter the city in the wasteland and see what's in there. It is a warm and sunny day in the Wound, perhaps too warm and sunny. The Sarkorian wastelands are roasting in the heat of the purple, shimmering sun. Even demonic plants are unable to survive here. They suffocate in the red dust of the plains. A hot wind sweeps across the wastelands, leaving the commander with a hot taste of ash and sulfur in her mouth. The commander can see for miles around in every direction. If there were any enemies nearby, they would not be able to sneak up on her unnoticed. However, it does not look like anyone has survived the excruciating heat of the Wound. The only sign of life is the sound of insects buzzing nearby. Their chittering noises sound like harsh, rasping laughter. The heat causes the air to shimmer slightly, and through the haze the commander notices the walls of a city rising up in a short distance from the road. Is this a lost Sarkorian city? A demonic trap? Or just a trick of the mind? The walls look real, but perhaps they are only a mirage. The commander realizes that it is impossible to tell from this distance, so she decides to explore the mysterious city. The walls are partially buried in red sand, and as the commander grows closer, she realizes that this is not a city, but the sun-bleached remains of a Sarkorian settlement. The buzzing grows louder, and the commander can see the Vescivores perched on the stone slabs as they bask in the sun. The husks of their dead kin crunch beneath the commander's feet with every step. The commander notices rotten pillars covered in faded Sarkorian runes, and the tops of the pillars have been gnawed into sharp points, making them look like long wooden stakes. The highest of these pillars seem to be a signpost in the middle of what used to be a busy crossroads. The passage of time has worn away all but 3 words on this signpost: Square, Marketplace, and Gem. The commander decides to... Let's try to identify... I think this is place. Menio looks around and recognizes the surrounding streets. She has seen them depicted on some ancient maps. The drawings on the walls depict horses and herds of sheep, offering further confirmation of the commander's theory. This is Demora, a city of herdsmen that was lost a long time ago. The commander recognizes the majestic temple of Gozre that towers over the other buildings. This temple used to be a local landmark and attracted countless pilgrims. The underground aqueducts built under the temple supplied the city with drinking water and sourced from a lake that had long since dried up. The commander is sure that this is Demora, but its appearance here is inexplicable. The city of Demora was located far away, on the western border of ancient Sarkoris. However, there are many strange phenomena and anomalies in the World Wound. This must simply be one of them. Let's look for the queen. Because if there's a Vescivore swarm here, there's going to be a queen. Chandra Nalara examines the houses closely. It looks like a brittle battle took place here. The walls of the houses have been damaged or destroyed, and all that is left of the roofs are a few wooden beams. When the commander turns her attention to the insects, he notices all the Vescivores seem to be flying in a single direction, toward the city square. Ooh. Do we go there first, then? Go to the marketplace. As the commander moves further into the city... I don't know. I have no idea. She hears the hum of voices and the sounds of conversation coming from the marketplace. It seems the city is still uninhabited. The commander heads toward the market square and sees the creatures of all races trading with one another. Demons and other creatures scurry around between the stalls in the sun-baked square. The hot wind carries with it the foul stench of rotting flesh. As the commander gets closer, she realizes that the customers and the vendors are only pretending to trade. They move around aimlessly, occasionally shouting out incomprehensible nonsense. Many of them are missing limbs, and a few are even headless. They pick up pieces of rotting flesh from the stalls piled high with body parts. Some of them try to attach these putrid limbs to their bodies, while others stuff the rancid flesh in their mouths. Horses with lolling tongues roam through the crowd. A headless crusader staggers toward the commander. One of his hands is missing, and a stick has been shoved in its place. He holds out a basket of rotten apples. A buzzing voice from the empty hole in his breastplate utters the word, "Marketplace. Bye. Move along." The commander decides to burn this place to the ground. Take an apple. Amused by the odd behavior of the dead man, the commander takes an apple from the basket. However, the corpse refuses to leave. Instead, the crusader grabs the commander's hand with such force, he nearly yanks the commander's arm from her shoulder. Pay the market price, whispers the buzzing voice from within the armor. Well, we'll have to use one. Free her hand from the corpse's grasp, which is going to be difficult. The commander struggles unsuccessfully to free her hand. The Vescivores crawl out of the dead crusader onto the commander's arm and begin to bite and burrow into her flesh. Suddenly, they stop attacking and fly away as if ordered to depart. The crusader collapses to the ground. However, after a few moments, the corpse gets back to its feet and staggers away as if nothing has happened. That happened, and that is playing twice for some reason. Turn around and go back. Let's go to the Vescivore Queen is in charge here, basically, I think. Gem Street was once full of gambling dens, brothels, and seedy taverns. Now all that remains are empty buildings and open doors that lead out into darkness. However, this does not seem to bother the local residents. Creatures of all different races stand beneath the remaining street signs. They sway from side to side and occasionally shout things out as though they are trying to lure in customers. There are some demons scattered among them, but they do not seem interested in attacking. A diverse crowd of customers stagger through the street. Every once in a while, one of them will walk into a ruined building, stand amidst the rubble for several minutes, and then rejoin the activity outside. A demon with his jaw torn off approaches the commander. A buzzing voice speaks a single word through the hole in the skull. Pleasures. The commander decides to ask the dead demon what kind of pleasures this place can provide. The demon doesn't answer. The buzzing, squirming Vescivores gather in the dark recesses of its eye sockets. Their movement is hypnotizing, and the commander involuntarily takes a step closer. By sheer force of will, the commander manages to shake off the trance and step back. The demon does not move. He stands in place like a mindless puppet and continues to repeat a single word. Pleasures. Yeah, so this is a city that's pretty much under the control of a Vescivore Queen, I think. One who's clever enough and trying to basically use her swarm to simulate the city existing. The winding street that leads to the square is lined with partially destroyed houses. Many of them only have 3 walls, and others are nothing more than piles of rubble. The commander notices more and more Vescivores flying around, and the air is filled with a strange, acrid smell. The square is completely empty, but the doors of Gozra's temple swing open. Gozra is god of dualistic deity of nature, god of the storm and sky, and wave and surf. A woman emerges through them and begins to limp toward the commander. She is stripped to the waist, and it looks as though insects are squirming beneath her skin. Liver mortis has discovered her withered, shriveled flesh, turning it a blotchy purple color. She opens her mouth to speak, but the words come out in a low buzz that is neither masculine nor feminine. Verb of Vazor welcomes you, esteemed guest. Please make yourself at home. The woman falls silent and then collapses to the ground. A small swarm of Vescivores flies out of her motionless corpse. The insects hover near the commander as if waiting for her to follow them. The commander decides to follow the swarm. The swarm flies through the air unhindered by obstacles in the ground. The commander has to climb over debris and walk through partially collapsed buildings to follow the buzzing insects. Finally, the swarm flies down into a blissfully cool dark hole beneath one of the walls. It does not look large enough for a person to fit through. The commander decides to examine the walls and see if he can find another way around. Chandra feels along the sides of the wall and finds a hidden door. She presses a nearby stone, triggering a mechanism that causes the door to swing open with a creaking sound. The cool, damp air of the underground passage feels good against the commander's hot skin, but the chittering of the Vescivores becomes even more intense. The commander finds herself in a labyrinth of underground passages. These are obviously not natural caverns, although the stonework of the underground aqueduct, quite a rarity for Sarkoris, is almost completely hidden under a layer of swarming Vescivores. The walls, the ceiling, and the floor squirm and move like the bowels of a living creature. Insects block all passages except for one, and this passage is growing smaller by the minute, prompting the commander to move faster. The passage ends abruptly, and the commander finds herself staring down into a huge well. The passage is dimly lit, but the bottom of the well is lost in the impenetrable darkness. This could be the area beneath the water tower, but it is impossible to know for sure without a map of the city's underground passages. The well is filled with the sound of buzzing Vescivores, and the commander can smell their sweet scent wafting up from the darkness. The spell reminds her of the sweet caramel sold in Canabras' city festival. Memories of that day come flooding back. For a moment, the commander feels as though she's back in the town square. As if, in answer to her thoughts, the giant figure of Discari rises up in the depths of the well. Suddenly, a crossbow bolt pierces the demon lord, and the figure dissipates into 1,000 swarming Vescivores. Both Discari and the bolt were formed out of insects. More scenes flash before the commander's eyes. Ash and smoke fill the skies during the battle for Dresden, leaving a sour taste in the commander's tongue. Both familiar and unfamiliar people and places appear for a moment and then vanish. It is as if some unknown creature is trying to see into the commander's mind and access her memories. yet the creature seems tentative and cautious, almost as if it is seeking the commander's permission. Okay. I'm intrigued by the idea of a Vescavor swarm that's clever. If we had the swarm mythic path, I'm assuming we could take control of the swarm. At least it's asking exactly. The commander allows the swarm to enter her mind, and suddenly has a vision that feels so real it is almost like a memory. The commander is standing in Dresden, or is it Canabris? Maybe even Nerosian. In the vision, she is watching the sunset over the city of Dresden, or Canabris, or Nerosian. A priest of some unknown deity approaches the commander. The priest, the commander isn't sure if it is a man or a woman, has no face. There's only a mouth where the face should be, and when the mouth speaks, its words will sound like the buzzing of 1,000 insects. We are Verbovisor. Verbovisor has heard about the one who defeated the mighty demon lords. It harbors a special hatred toward Discari and would like to know more about its weaknesses. It wishes to fight this demon lord and defeat him. Ask who Verbovisor is and where it is from. The answer does not come immediately. Then the commander sees the purple skies of Abyss cover the city of Dresden. Or is it Canabris or Nerosian? Verbovisor has spent years gnawing the flesh of fallen demon lords, but now a man from Domora, the city of great herds, has summoned it to fight the barbarians, a pathetic bunch of mortal thugs. Verbovisor claws up from the depths, and when the mortal fools open the way into Galarian, Verbovisor flies up and devours the city it was summoned to defend. It leaves behind a hollow shell, a city of empty streets and silent buildings. City walls now lure passing travelers into a deadly trap. But silence is not what the swarm craves. There is no life, no thought in silence. Verbovisor wants to understand everything. It wants to comprehend Galarian, to make it a part of itself. It wants to become Galarian, just as it has become the city. It wants to incorporate all of Galarian's essence, all of its life, into itself. But there are some obstacles. There are those who wish to plunge Galarian into oblivion. Verbovisor hates Discari. It hates Baphomet. They must be destroyed. In the commander's vision, the sound of cicadas fills the air as the sun sinks below the horizon. They grow louder and more impatient, echoing the noise of the agitated Vescavors in the well. The commander tries to focus, and we can definitely succeed at the bluff here. I'm not going to tell the swarm everything, because the swarm isn't necessarily a good thing. It is a swarm of Vescavor after all. They are horrendously... They're like basically locusts for life. So you can get some stuff. Day passes into night, and the night becomes day. Verbovisor thanks the commander politely for telling the truth and promises to help the commander in battle if she continues to be a good ally. Verbovisor assures the commander that it will remember her scent and come when needed. The commander chooses to reject the swarm's offer. Thank you very much, but you are a swarm of Vescavor. The commander gave the swarm the information it wanted. The Vescavors will not stand in her way. The swarm bids the commander farewell and flies back down the well. The commander is free to leave. After being in the cool air underground, the heat outside feels even more unbearable. The sightless eyes of the city's residents are fixed on the commander. When the commander glances around at these silent onlookers, she feels an overwhelming desire to leave this place as quickly as possible. I think if you were an angel, we would absolutely go for burn to the ground, but we will leave this place as quickly as possible. The commander does not have any difficulty leaving the city. The corpses watch her depart and return to their mundane routine. It's basically a Vescavor just playing games. Have we cleared out everything down here? I think we have. Right, okay, we have. We've looped everything. We've cleared everything down here. So what we're going to do, we have to do Legacy of the Ancients now. The best way to get to that is via Camp on the Ferry, I think. So go, teleport to Camp on the Ferry. Hang on, double checking here. It is Legacy of the Ancients, right? Yeah, Legacy of the Ancients. In the history of the Vescavor mentioned it devoured a city that wanted to be like them. You know, it was summoned to defend the city by a wizard. Like, someone summoned the swarm, and it's like, well, yeah, they just died because they're idiots. 1 day, 6 hours. Yeah, they are very clever people. Right. Let's see what's happening over here, first of all. An epidemic of secrets. A strange disease is affecting the soldiers. Mouths grow on the victim's skin and whisper various secrets related to the events happening in the army. The healers claim that with each secret, the health of the victim deteriorates. Save everyone? Kill the second... Yep, save everyone. I do want to try... Again, there are at least 10 different playthroughs you could do with this game, so... Call these assets in a single day. 4 days until the past been banned. Okay, fine. Let's make a move to Legacy of the Ancients. See if we can finish that at least today. We spotted the enemies. Let's do a quick fight. I'll have to do a rest as well soon enough. People are exhausted. How many hours have you spent on this one already? In this one what, sorry?
No time for idling.
One playthrough. Oh, several hundred at this point. Oh, a couple of hundred at least. I think we counted something like 175. I'm not going to do it on stream, by the way. Like, I'm not going to do another playthrough on stream because that would be crazy. But on my own private time, I do kind of want to play some more and have some more ideas. We're gonna have to rest anyway, so eruption there.
No match for me.
Ivu. You try to dispel, asshole. And down you go. Then you move up, please. Iomine. There's a Thanademon somewhere. You can find the damn thing. Ever. Oh. Guess there wasn't a Thanademon. Oh, there is a Thanademon here. Just, I think it died very early on. Amulet of Mighty Fist +4, Quarterstaff +2. Good. Yes, let's have our actual rest here. We need to rest anyway. Might as well rest here.
Now I will try to determine the best strategy for extinguishing a tent on fire, where the attempt must be made from inside the burning tent.
Hey, don't even think of it. It's not only dangerous for you, it's dangerous for the rest of us. Don't you remember that I asked you not to conduct any more experiments involving fire in our possessions? No, of course you don't.
Oh, Nenio. Thank you. Right, you are going to just
last forever.
do that. Make a move. Let's keep going. Ooh, there's still yet another week has passed. Even more stuff to be hired here, if people want it. What's that? These are Knights of Ozum. Right. Anyway, so quickly check it here. These letters have arrived. Meeting with Darren. Yes, Darren wants to speak in private, don't you? I wonder if I should have killed you, Darren. That's something I'll be worrying about until the end of time at this point. I'm gonna go meet with Darren when we get back. But right now I want to finish this puzzle. Alright, let's go to Legacy of the Ancients. We've been here before, so all we need to do is fill up do this last puzzle and see if we can get it to actually work this time, because I swear to God I broke the last puzzle. Or not that I broke it, I had a result it wasn't expecting or wasn't accounting for. Right, everyone over here. Right, what do we got here? That one, that one. That one there.
This is my time to shine.
Okay, so we've done all the ones outside then. Okay, so these are limited because there's only one available spot here. That thing has to be that symbol there. It must be that symbol there. Same thing, that one. That must be that symbol there. And that symbol there has to go here somewhere. So let's see, what do we have here that requires, that has the symbol here? We have 1, 2. Hang on, wait, what? We only have 3 things with that symbol. That one, and that one. Okay. Which is exactly it's exactly where it has to be, because it has to be here. It's these 3 here, specifically. What about on this side? That can't possibly be the same, simply because that symbol turns up elsewhere. Oh, I can Google the answer, but I want to see at least figure this out. And this has to be like that one, that one, that one. There's a double there anyway. There's a double there. There's that one there. Okay. Well, let's start here. Right? Let's start over here. So we know that on this side it has to be the 3. This is the 3. This is the 21. 21, 21. So is there? Do we have that with the 21? The triple and the 21. Do we have a triple and a 21? Yes, triple 21. Okay, so that's there. There. And do we have a double 21s slot here? Yeah, we do. Double 21. So that fulfills that. That fulfills that. That fulfills that. What other 21s have we got? 21 and a 3. 21 and a 3, 21 and the that. There's loads of these, so I want to maybe keep them around. The 3s are rare. In fact, there's not many of them. There's in fact not many 3s. And a 3 has to be over here. Hang on, do we have a... Hang on, let's see here. Oh, okay. Think. It has to be either that one or that one. Let's put that there. No, incorrect. Is it correct? Incorrect. Don't know. Okay, let's play along. So where's the other one? And it's that one there. Okay. That, which means if that okay, how many 3s have we got? We have a 3 and a that we do. That's fine. Have we got a 3 linked to something else here? There. Spin that around. That links up there. The 21 and a 3. That can go there now. That's linked up there. That succeeds that. There is a 3, the thing, and that one that's complete there. That's got that. That's good. So everything's accepted now. All we need to do is complete the dominoes. Hey, Liam. Finding paths looks like a good game. Have you fun? Every game looks simple. What? Nah, like, I swear the last time of this puzzle, like in the previous place we did this puzzle, I found a solution that wasn't accounted for, or at least I had a solution that fulfilled all the requirements, but was not accepted, and as far as I can see, it was a solution that the devs weren't expecting and hadn't actually done properly. How you doing, Liam? You come like very late. We're almost 200 hours into this playthrough now. We're just wrapping stuff up. I think at this point. Right. Anyway, so I need that there, and there. Which means, is there a double? There is. Done. Which means that has to be a. Do we have a spare 3? No, we don't have a spare 3. Bollocks. Okay. We don't have that spare 3. Okay. I was so happy with that. Is there a 21 I'm not using somewhere? Is there 21 I'm not using somewhere up here? Yeah, there's a 21 I'm not using. There's that 21 I'm not using. There. That one there. Which means there's going to be a 3. 21. I've just been working in Glasgow today. Back from a night out. I haven't been up north in a while. Was it last time I went out? I think went to Dumfries, August 2020. I think. It was August 2020 because it was in the end of first lockdown. Like me, my brothers, and my dad, we went to Carlisle, but we took one of the days we spent up there. We crossed the border and went like to Dumfries and stuff like that. I miss Scotland. I miss Scotland. Right, so can we do... At this point, right, all I need to do is fit 2 slots in, because everything's successful, everything is done. Like, that, there, and this should be the success. Again, it doesn't work. Why not? As far as I know the rules of the game, this should be... Actually, did the door open? No, because I'm sure this is what's meant to be opening. There's clearly a rule that's not communicated properly here. Because as far as I know the rules go, is they must be existing... Like, this row must contain the symbol. It does. This row must contain the symbol. It does. This column must contain the symbol. It does. Then 1, 2, 3, 21 there. There. I mean, do I have to turn this one around? No, it makes no difference at all. And just for a day? Oh yeah, I definitely want to come back. I've been up before. I mean, when I was much younger, we went up all the way to Inverness. When one of my grandparents gave me, this is a long time ago now, but one of my grandparents gave me they gave me a tape from Andy Stewart, an Andy Stewart tape, and I used to listen to that tape like on loop, back to back, like listen to all of side A, then side B, and then side A, then B. Love the Andy Stewart stuff. Thing again, why doesn't this work? Like, as per the rules I understand, this should function. Why is this not functioning? Like, everything's like I said, this row is successfully done. That's done. That's done. That symbol there. That symbol there. That symbol there. So these are all the external things have been accounted for correctly. This domino works. This domino works. This domino works. This domino works. This one works. This one works here. That works over there. That works over there. This works over there. This works over there. So what is wrong? What rule is going on here that is not being solved? I don't know. Like I said, there's not much information about what the hell needs to be happening for these puzzles. This game has been very bad at explaining how these puzzles work. For ages, like, I only figured out what these things are for is when somebody told me, because I have not seen an indication of what they're for in the game. Right, if I just pull you out of there. The last time this happened with the last one. When this happened with the last one, like, I couldn't find a reason why. I'm gonna guess that basically these all need to line up the same one, and those. I'm basically gonna be turning these couple of these around, and the only thing I can think of is so that these are all the same symbol and these are all the same symbol, but there is no indication why that is required anywhere. That one there, that one there. Why? The only indication is that now these are all the same symbol and these are all the same symbol, but there is no indication of that being required anywhere. Ah, for God's sake, fine, anyway, it's done. Loot. The Grasp of Devotion. +5 Holy Heavy Mace. Whenever the wielder of this +5 Holy Heavy Mace lands a killing blow, the next spell becomes extended as if using the extend spell. That's not very nice. Then there's just Elven Notes, Diamonds, and that. Okay, but we've done all the... There we go. So we've solved the 4 puzzles. All we need to do is go back now to the Heart of Mystery. You know what? We're going to do that now. Got some time. Hang on. Go to the Heart of Mystery. Then I'm going to go to... I think Final Veil was the last one we went to. Right, anyway, we're here. We've done all the puzzles. What you going to give me? Okay, so that's all done. Now what? The Heart of Mystery is open. Now I need to basically... I haven't got whatever I need for these ones then.
With grace?
Yeah, I need to find whatever these last ones are. I haven't got them yet. Anyway, so let's go to the other previous one that confused the hell out of me. It wasn't Forgotten Secrets, it was Final Veil, I think. I think that was the one that confused the hell out of me. Yeah, it was you. It was you. Like, you were the one that basically I pretty much pre-solved you. And I had to move some things randomly to get you to work, and I couldn't find the reason. It's like, nope, like these aren't all the same symbol. These aren't all the same symbol. There's no rhyme or reason to why this is the case now. Like, I understand that they maybe had a specific... I think these puzzles were designed like they started off with the end of the puzzle, and then sort of like they worked backwards, right? They started off with the solution and then worked their way backwards and didn't bother checking if there were other solutions that fulfilled the same requirement. That's the only thing I can think of. Because they started off with this, and they thought, oh, this is pretty. It's got like it works out here, and then like all the things are in the right locations. All the things end up in pretty like in relevant places. This ends up there. Like, as far as we know, with the rules of this and what we've seen in other things, there is no reason why these two can't be swapped. At all. There's no reason at all why these two can't be swapped. And there's no reason at all why, like, these two have to be in this location. Because even if you unsplit them, the things remain the same. Like, this symbol and this symbol are functionally identical, so there's no difference where these should be the same order. They could be flipped. Same thing here. That symbol there and that symbol there, which are the relevant symbols for this specific situation, are exactly the same. They could be flipped. Because this is the double, that solution is solved here. That solution is solved here. That solution is solved here. And that solution is solved by either of these. So this border here doesn't stop any of these flips from happening. They just started off with this, thought it was cute, and made this the result, even though they didn't account for all the possibilities that could be used for it. Anyway. It's me just getting annoyed at puzzles. Like, I like puzzles, so I want puzzles to be done well. I don't mind being stumped by a puzzle. The puzzle is coherent within itself. If the puzzle gets messy and is not coherent, then it's like, well, I didn't get stumped by the puzzle was just shit. It's like, occasionally I watch, a YouTube channel called Cracking the Cryptic, which is, there's some mathematicians who do a bunch of puzzles, and they do a lot of Sudoku puzzles, and like really weird Sudoku puzzles. And there's one puzzle that basically starts, it's a Sudoku board that has literally the number 2 in it. One of the squares has the number 2 in it. That's it. That is literally it. There's no like lines on the board that subdivide it and everything else. Which is like, fine. It's messy, but there's a lot of rules to that. Like, there's a lot of rules that, like, sequential numbers will never be adjacent to each other, and like there's a whole list of rules that apply to that specific Sudoku puzzle. But because those rules are there and consistent and work, you can solve that Sudoku puzzle starting off with just a single number on the board. It's difficult as all hell, and I would not be able to do it from off the top of my head without like really being in the zone and having worked on several Sudokus already. I don't do a lot of Sudoku puzzles, but it's a puzzle that looks difficult as hell, but the rules are consistent, therefore you can solve it. And I'm annoyed that I applied the rules as they were presented to me, which is still bullshit. There's still no fucking anywhere in this game that tells you what the fucking rules are. And I didn't get and it wasn't a success for no reason other than it wasn't a specific iteration of a correct solution. It's like if you're not good at making Sudoku puzzles, you can have a Sudoku puzzle that starts with the same grid but ends in two different ways. You could have a Sudoku puzzle go two different ways if you're not good at making them, and that is a problem of making them, because if you make a puzzle that has two solutions and you haven't accounted for one of them because you only accounted for the other one, that's on you as a puzzle maker, as a puzzle creator. All right, so the Nereus' Burning Brand will be upgraded. So we have here, the Flame's Hatred is a +5 vicious trident. Whenever the wielder of this +5 vicious weapon lands a consequent hit and a full round attack that deals additional damage equal to the number of its hits multiplied by 3. Nice. Also vicious, that's the vicious symbol there, okay. And then we have the Druid, Flame's Cleansing. Flaming Burst, +5, Trident. Whenever it lands a first hit on a new enemy, the enemy must pass a Fortitude saving throw DC 32 or cast on Cursed Fire, which makes it unable to cast spells for 1d3 rounds. The Necromancer, +5 Axiomatic Trident. Whenever it hits a new enemy, it marks it with Obedience. Such mark can only be on one target at a time. If the bearer of this mark tries to attack the owner of the weapon, it must pass a Will saving throw or suffer penalty to attack rolls and damage rolls for 2 rounds. Honestly, I'm actually happiest with that. That is interesting as well. To be fair, this might be good because this can be a high damage hit. No one's going to use the weapons, it's ultimately pointless. 50,000, 50,000. Like, financially, they're all the same. It's basically like, do I like the idea of... Okay, it's irrelevant, no one's going to use it. It would be useful for that would be useful for a tank, or because you hit something and it just starts swinging at you. There's a chance that it fails its saving throw, at which point it does very little damage, and makes it even harder to hit. Alternatively, you just hit harder, and you hit harder as well. Like the more you hit, the harder you hit. How hard can you hit, though? That's a big question. This is consequent hits in a full round attack. This is a one-handed weapon, so you're going to get, what, 4 attacks most. It's a consequent hit. The first hit doesn't trigger it, which means that over the course of the whole round, if you hit all 4 attacks, the second attack will do 3 additional damage. The third attack will do 6 additional damage, and the last one will do 9. Alternatively, it starts on 2, so it'll be 6, 9, 12. It's either 3, 6, 9 or 6, 9, 12, which is 18 or 25. 12, 9 is 21 plus 6, 27. 6 and 9 is 7. 6 and 9 is 15 plus 12 is 27. Yeah. So it's between 18 and 27 damage additionally per round, which is typeless. So that damage actually, that damage would, it's additional damage, so it actually could be That's the same damage that's done as the opponent might classify as the piercing damage. At that point, you're hitting for... Every attack is going to be doing between 20 and 37, so let's say what? 2d6 is 7, plus d8, which is 4, 5. Let's say d8 is 5, plus 5 is 10. 2d6 rounds out to 7 on average. So 17 damage. You can't even hit as low as 17 damage. 20 plus 37 damage when equipped. On whom? No, whatever. Again, it's irrelevant, so we'll take the Necromancer one, because might as well. Meeting with Darren, fine. Relics will still keep working on the relics. Branch of the Last Ash. These are all going to be crappy weapons, though, because these are all Chapter 3 relics, I think. Right, what time is it? 11:30, give or take. I need to head back and talk to Darren. We've done pretty much our branch here. We need to go do Laughing Caves, the Literal Prison. We've done that one already, haven't we? Yes, we've done that already. So Laughing Caves, we can go over there. We've got to go to the ineluctable portion. The ineluctable prison is where? I've found it before. What the hell is it? The actual open bit. Over there. Wow, I walked right past it. Whoops. Okay. No, I'm not. It's moving around. I swear those doors are moving around. That was the open one. The ineluctable prison, the door keeps moving around. Okay. Anyway, let's teleport back to Dresden. Go talk to do the Darren stuff now. Get it done. Once Darren's done, we'll never have to worry about him again. Maybe should have killed him. Maybe should have killed him. Darren appears at your door with a bottle of wine and a smile on his lips. He appears to have completely recovered from his shock and is lighter than ever. A break from the duties of commander is called for, Chandra Nalar. I have a brilliant idea. He points at the bottle. I want to commemorate the heroic inquisitor, WotR Hawkblade. May his soul find the way to the throne of his goddess, and so on and so forth. He was the only god botherer I actually happened to like. Quite an achievement, I say. Are you joking? Not at all. I sincerely want to pay tribute to the man who did so much for me. You killed him. Let's drink to WotR. Darren drinks a glass of wine with you in silence and smiles. All's well that ends well, and with that I shall take my leave. But that adventure we had, it was truly outstanding. Yeah. Probably should have killed you. Let's go dump a bunch of these swords away. All these funerary daggers. Rest of this is gonna get bunch of stuff's gonna get sold. Guiding Star Container, Flame's Will, Grasp of Devotion. Yeah, probably should have killed him.
How cute!
Let's have a quick chat with everyone. Nope, good. Regal. Nope, fine. Making sure there's anything else over here that we're done with. Yeah, we're clear. Okay, right, I'll save there. I'll come back tomorrow. We'll carry on doing more stuff. Still waiting for the damn crusade thing to trigger. Not sure how long I have to wait for that. We still haven't finished up the last little bit of logistics, and I'm waiting. Wonder when that actually triggers. Right. Anyway, saving here. And I will be back tomorrow, folks. I'll go rest my voice, which is much improved, but still, I just feel a little twinge at the back of the throat, which I don't want to let go without too much. I was intending to raid Beric. Beric was going to do another movie night tonight, but Beric seems to have officially hit the hay and remained there, which is good because Beric needs to sleep a bit. So yeah. Let's see, who can we raid at the moment? Who is currently live? Sinless is doing some X4. X4 apparently, with the release of the new DLC, apparently X4 has actually gotten much better. Apparently, again, I think we've reached the point in an EgoSoft game cycle where it's actually useful. And good. Barracks, exactly. Yeah, apparently with the new DLC, it's actually, I think people have, from what I've heard on the grapevine, is it's actually now usable. All we'll do is, yeah, I mean, that also helps a lot. Mods also very helpful. It's an EgoSoft game. Like EgoSoft games don't, when it says release, it's not actually release. It releases essentially the start of an early access system. They just don't use early access, they just go straight to release. Anyway, let's go ahead and we shall raid Sinless. Yeah, pretty much. Their releases are the betas. We're raiding Sinless Moon, who's doing some X4. And I will catch you all tomorrow. We'll carry on some more Pathfinder, folks. And see you again. I'm running out of side things to do at this point. I'm running out of side things, so we're going to end up having to actually, carry on with a real plot. Anyway, folks, I'll catch you all next time. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.